What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Game 3 of the series between the Vancouver Canucks and the Nashville Predators. Series tied at 1 apiece. Back in Nashville tonight. Should be a fun game. We already got some people in the comments section. Rachel saying, let's go. Daniel, what's up? Saying, hey, everybody. EG, what's up? Thanks for jumping on the stream. Yeah, everybody, get your score predictions in for tonight's game. I want to hear what your predictions are. Rachel is saying 4-3 for the Preds. I might lean towards the Preds tonight. I'm wearing the Canucks colors. I'm wearing the Canucks hat and everything. And I'm in Vancouver. But you know what? Going back to Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, I feel like the crowd's going to be buzzing. I feel like the Preds are going to be happy to be back home. And I feel like they might just take this one. But for game 4, I think the Canucks come back with the win. I think both homestands are going to be split in this series. So we could be looking at a lengthy series between these two teams. And it's been pretty close so far as well. EG saying, who would win a Red Wings Sabres playoff series? Well, I don't know, because those teams aren't good enough to make the playoffs right now. If it was today and those teams were playing against each other, I'll take the Red Wings. But again, everybody, get your score predictions in for tonight's game. Make sure you comment in the live stream. Subscribe to the channel so you can comment on this live stream. And make sure you drop a like down below. Again, Game 3, Nashville Predators against the Vancouver Canucks. Big storyline in this series so far. Thatcher Demko is out with an injury. He might be out the entire series. He might be out the entire playoffs if the Vancouver Canucks do indeed make it past this first round. As we're slowly getting started here, they're showing the Canucks car getting smashed outside of Bridgestone Arena, which is really something else. Pull to Smith and put Seelovs in. EG is saying 5-3 for the Predators. So we have 3 predictions so far for the Predators, including mine. So not a lot of love for the Vancouver Canucks and Casey DeSmith for tonight's game. Just taking a look around at the scoreboard around the league. Rangers and Capitals are also playing right now. And actually, we have a live stream for the Caps and the Rangers with Richard also on our channel. So make sure you check that out if you're a Capitals or a Rangers fan. Right now, in the first period, 7 minutes left to go. It is 2-1 for the Rangers, and they are up 2-0 in that series. Showing some shots right now of Bridgestone Arena, and it is yellow. The lights are yellow. The jerseys are yellow. The fans are ready to go. I can already hear them. Kyle saying, have faith in DeSmith. I don't know. I feel like he was a bit shaky in his first game in. I don't know if I blame him for all the goals. He's a little bit shaky. So hopefully we see an improvement from DeSmith tonight. It's not going to be an easy atmosphere, though. I mean, in that arena right now, you can see as they're panning over the inside of Bridgestone Arena, those fans are ready to go. They're waving the towels. It's a lot of yellow jerseys out there. A lot of yellow jerseys. DeSmith lock in. Yeah, if anyone didn't see that video put out by who was it? Source for Sports. Try to pump up Casey DeSmith. It was cringeworthy to say the least. Kyle is saying 5-4 Preds in OT. Yeah, I hope this one doesn't go to OT. But whenever Kyle does a live stream, I always predict that the game is going to OT. So maybe he's kind of shooting back at me right now. Charlie, what's up? Coming in saying 4-2 for the Vancouver Canucks. I think that's our first Canucks win prediction for tonight's stream so far. Again, I'm going to say the Preds might squeak this one out. I think it's going to be a close game. I think every game in this series is going to be really close. So this should make for a fun game 3. Again, Nashville's back at home. Series is split 1-1. Vancouver Canucks don't have Thatcher Demko. So as far as the goaltending side of things, you could definitely say that the Nashville Predators have the edge in goaltending. Yeah, last game, the Vancouver Canucks were peppering shots on the Nashville Predators. The problem was, well, there's two problems with the Vancouver Canucks and their shot totals. They didn't get enough shots through, and the Nashville Predators were relentless in blocking shots, which really makes a difference in the playoffs. And this Nashville team's really bought in. You know, they don't have a lot of star power on their team like the Vancouver Canucks, but they've really bought into their system. They're blocking shots. They're doing all the little things that it takes to win a playoff series. I predict Elias Pettersson to do absolutely nothing the entire game and do nothing to drive play on the Swedish line, but still get 1 goal, 1 assist. Yeah, he always seems to come out with a few points, even though he doesn't seem to have the best performance. Singing the national anthems right now as we're getting ready to start game 3 of this series. And again, everyone that's watching right now, drop your predictions, your score predictions in the live chat. Make sure you drop a like down below and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Canadian national anthem being sung right now. She is really dragging it out. She's getting her 15 minutes of fame there. Tyler Myers also back in the lineup for the Vancouver Canucks. I don't believe there are any Predators that are out with injuries at the moment, so it's looking like a healthy Nashville Predators squad. Vancouver Canucks get back Tyler Myers. Brock Besser's also in the lineup. For those concerned about that, I know he left practice early, but I believe I did see him on the bench here tonight. EG saying it depends on DeSmith. Yeah, I think a lot of this series depends on how well DeSmith can play. And we've seen it. We've seen it throughout the season that DeSmith can play. He's a good goaltender. But can you rely on him to win an entire series for you? I'm not sure. He looked shaky in his first game in. And hopefully he can improve on in this game 3 of the series. Again, the series is split 1-1 between the Preds and the Vancouver Canucks. Been a tight game every game so far in this series. I believe it was 4-1 in the last outing, game 2 of the series. But I will say, I don't think the score really reflected how that game was played. I think the Vancouver Canucks played a bit better than a 4-1 loss, but at the same time, they didn't do enough to pull out a win. As I'm watching the national anthem here, as they got a guitarist out there with the anthem singer, it's definitely some Nashville flair, I guess, in this game at Bridgestone Arena. And also, she's really dragging out. They really like to drag out the anthems here in Nashville. He's just not at starting goalie caliber, especially not for the playoffs. Look at her record after the All-Star break without Demko. Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. Once Demko went down, the team kind of took a step back. They didn't have a great record after the All-Star break without Demko. He is really one of the core pieces of this team. So losing Demko is a really tough one. What's your opinion on the last game, starting the third with shots 12-3 for Preds? Well, I mentioned before the Vancouver Canucks shot attempts were sky high. They had a lot of shot attempts, but they were missing the net. They were getting low danger chances, and also the Nashville Predators were blocking shots like no other. Every single member of that team was going down and blocking shots. Vancouver Canucks just couldn't get the puck through. As we look at Casey DeSmith's goal or record so far in the playoffs, he's played 1 game, but they're saying his goals against average is 3.05. So I'm not sure how that works. I don't know how the math adds up for that one. All right, looks like we're getting started here. Anthems are done. players are lining up at center ice. And it looks like we're about 15 seconds away from puck drop. Again, folks, get your comments in. Predict your score. Give your prediction for this playoff series. Who do you think is going to move on to round 2, the Vancouver Canucks or the Nashville Predators? And I guess, you know what? Give your predictions for the Stanley Cup as well while we're at it. Why don't we do that? Stanley Cup predictions. Oh, Dakota Joshua mixing it up at the faceoff dot, which I love. Before the whistle's even blown, Dakota Joshua is getting into it with the Preds players. Joshua, Lindholm, and Garland starting for the Vancouver Canucks. And we are underway, folks. Roman Josi out there for the Nashville Predators. And this game is underway. Puck is in the Vancouver Canucks zone. Preds tie up Hronek there in the corner. This game is off to a messy start. It's off to a scrambly and rough start. You can tell this is not going to be an easy game. Some big hits being thrown early on. Let's see who can come out of this with a goal, because I feel like the first goal in this game is going to be extremely important. Both these teams can lock it down defensively, as Quinn Hughes just gets crushed in the corner. He's a bit slow to get up, but he looks fine. Vancouver Canucks struggling to get out of their zone. Hronek's handling the puck right now. Pass up to the point. Pia Suter shoots it in for Brock Besser. He gets tied up and comes down. Good, very chippy game early on here as Philip Forsberg comes up the ice. Philip Forsberg with a beautiful goal in game 2. That's probably the goal of the series so far. See if the Vancouver Canucks can get something done here. Elias Pettersson's out on the ice. Hey, thanks for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Thanks for dropping in a comment. Get your score prediction in for tonight's game. As the puck has been blown offside, I think Hoglander was offside on the far blue line. So take a look at this hit. Forsberg, and I couldn't catch who the other Nashville player was, but 2 players kind of sandwich Quinn Hughes in the corner there. All right. Cole sends in the puck. Bit of a battle along the boards. Mikheyev coming out with the puck and going in behind the net, but he's checked. Pettersson corrals the puck along the left boards. And the Nashville Predators, they're not giving our guys any space right now. No space on the ice for the Vancouver Canucks to play. The Preds are right on them. As soon as the puck touches their stick, there's 1 or 2 Preds players right on them. So they're not giving them any time to think about what play they're going to execute as the Predators come up the ice. 2-on-3. Vancouver Canucks get the puck back in their own zone. Teddy Bluger turns it around. Should we bet over under on hits today? We could. I'm going to ask you folks to do some research. What were the hits in the last game? So I have something to compare to. As DeSmith with a nice glove save bounces out, and now the Predators are collecting the puck back in their own end. Again, folks, get your comments in. Comment where you're watching this game from. Comment your score predictions and make sure you like the video below. And most importantly, subscribe to our channel. We just hit 5,000 subscribers. So to everybody that's already subscribed, I thank you a lot. Getting to 5,000 was amazing. Let's start the road to 10,000. Let's go. As there's an icing call on the Vancouver Canucks, and we're going back into the Vancouver Canucks end for a face-off. Bit of a shaky glove save by DeSmith as they're showing the replay here. Couldn't quite catch it and just kind of knocked off of his glove. Hopefully he gets a few easy shots in the start of this game to kind of get himself settled. As O'Reilly wins the faceoff. Preds take a shot from the point, goes wide. Watching from Vermont, USA. That is incredible. Thank you so much for jumping on. Mick Sandel is saying 4-3 Canucks. Oh, and the puck deflects wide. Oh, that was almost a goal. DeSmith was kind of swimming in the crease. Watching from the couch. Incredible. It might even be the same couch that I'm watching the game from. 4-3 Canucks, Mick Sandel. I said that already. Thanks for getting your prediction in. Thanks for subscribing to the channel as well. The Preds are putting on the pressure right now. Puck's still in the Vancouver Canucks zone, and the Preds are passing the puck around pretty good right now. Back to the point. Ooh, the Preds are looking good. Nice backhand pass. Still in the Canucks zone. It's at the point. Shot just goes wide. O'Reilly, though, is able to get the puck. Carson Soucy, Vancouver Canucks defender, has no stick right now. So it's almost a 5-on-4, and Soucy tries to glove it out of the zone, just misses, and the Preds still have the puck, and it just squeezes out past the blue line. Wow. Staffville White Rockies. KJ, the Preds fan, saying, "Go Preds." What's up? Thanks so much for jumping on. Oh, there's a mix-up after the whistle here. Oh, they're getting into it. Everyone's grabbing a partner. Looks like Joshua might have the only penalty coming out of this. Connor Garland's getting mixed up with Luke Shen. Zadorov is mixed up with Luke Shen and the referee. They're trying to get at each other. There's some emotion early on in this game. W fight. Yeah, there you go. Luke Shen, former Vancouver Canuck, obviously was not a big fan of his former teammates. Well, I guess Zadorov wasn't a former teammate. He's getting mixed up with. Let's see what actually happened here. Let's watch the replay. Oh, as they show the replay of the puck just narrowly. Oh, it just went past the post. It went off of Meyer's skate, I believe, and just missed the net. Now I'm hoping to see a replay of the penalty here. Big hit from Dakota Joshua from behind on Stastny. Yeah, he goes down pretty bad. I mean, that is a penalty. I don't think that's a bad call whatsoever. But it's going to be interesting to see if there's any other calls that come out of that scrum. Big Z has every reason to rough a ref. Yeah, I think most of the Vancouver Canucks do after the season. All right, they're reviewing this call, so it might be more than a minor penalty here, which would be a big loss for the Vancouver Canucks. I think Dakota Joshua has been one of their best players, to be honest with you. Let's see what the call is. Dakota Joshua assessed a major penalty. Wow, that is not a great start for the Vancouver Canucks. This is already not looking very promising. They reviewed the hit. They changed it from a double to a major. Yeah, Bond 1771 saying game changer. I think this is a game changer. Again, Joshua's one of those players on the Vancouver Canucks that's built for the playoffs. He's playing really well right now, and for him to be knocked out, what are we, 3-4 minutes into this game or 5 minutes into this game? That's a tough one for the Vancouver Canucks. Charlie saying, "What is your cup final?" Mine is Oilers and Panthers. Yeah, Oilers and Panthers would be fun, actually. I've heard that series been thrown around. That would be a lot of fun. Oh, so now they've changed it back to a minor penalty. That's really strange. Yeah, That's really strange. But anyways, the Vancouver Canucks are now on the penalty kill for the next 2 minutes. Hey, at least Dakota Joshua gets to stay in this game. I think that's pretty important, as Nikita Zadorov is having a good old conversation with the referee there. Rick Tocchet's having a lengthy conversation with the refs as well. Yeah, it turns out this is just a boarding call, 2 minutes. Preds on the power play. They're 1 for 8 on the power play so far in the series, with only 9 shots and 8 power plays. See if they can get something done early in this game. 14:45 left in the first period. I think that puck came out of the zone. So we have a whistle now, offside call. It looks like we're going to have the draw just outside of the Canucks zone. Again, folks, comment where you're watching this game from. We have people from Stabsville. We have people from Vermont. We have people from all over the place watching tonight's game. So make sure you comment where you're watching this game from, and make sure you comment your score prediction. Still tied at zeros right now. Preds on the power play. They have a minute 35 left on the power play. Zadorov, Cole, DiGiuseppe, and Suter looks like are the penalty killers for the Vancouver Canucks. You got Evangelista out there with Roman Josi. Ryan O'Reilly. The puck goes over the net. Philip Forsberg gets the puck and shoots it back to the point. Forsberg with 48 goals this year. I mean, he had a great season, and he's looked really good so far in this series. As the puck gets shot down, UC Saros handles it, and Roman Josi's coming back up as there's a minute left in this power play for the Nashville Predators. And Bluger's able to clear the zone for the Vancouver Canucks. Puck was stopped in the neutral zone. Looks like Nashville's trying to change up their power play unit, get the second unit out there with 35 seconds left in this power play. And Bluger once again gets the puck out of the zone. That's some great penalty killing by the Vancouver Canucks. Again, if you're watching, and I can see how many people are watching. I know there's like 30 plus of you watching. Make sure you comment to this live stream. Comment where you're watching the game from. Comment your score predictions for tonight's game. And then also make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video down below. Helps us a ton. Not upset by our PK yet. Yeah, I mean, that PK looked pretty solid. I don't think that the Nashville Predators have the most deadly power play. So it's going to make our penalty kill, the Vancouver Canucks penalty kill, look a little bit better. And I think if they can stick to their structure, that might actually be a strength for the Vancouver Canucks. Danelle, what is up? Thanks for jumping on the stream, buddy. Yeah, it's been a while. Everything's good. How's everything going on your end? Preds fan saying Preds 3-2 in overtime. The second overtime prediction we've had so far. Again, everyone, get your score predictions in. Comment where you're watching this game from. It's been a fairly high energy game so far, even though we're at 8 minutes in and we've only had 4 shots on net. All of those are from the Nashville Predators. But it has been a fairly intense game as the Predators... Oh, here we go. Dakota Joshua coming up. Or is that Joshua? Or is that Mikheyev? Oh my God, Mikheyev feeds it out front, and Niels Hoglander just can't get his stick on the puck, and the puck goes out of the zone. Puck went out of play, comes down. Hoglander gets the puck in front of the net, takes a shot, and it goes in. But obviously no goal because the puck went off the netting. That's some bad luck for Niels Hoglander. The puck just came right to him. Oh, there's a show the replay. Niels Hoglander just couldn't get his stick on the puck. That would have been a goal. If he could hit that, that would have been a for sure goal. He had an open net. Saros was a little bit out of position. Hockey from home. Long time no see. Thanks so much for jumping on as well. Make sure you drop a like down below on the video and get your score predictions in as well. And for those who haven't commented yet, comment where you're watching this game from, or comment your score prediction. Just get into the conversation. And then at the end of it, make sure you like the video. Charlie says, have an opinion on the Vegas LTIR shenanigans. I mean, I guess I don't want to comment too much on it, but I mean, just the fact that Mark Stones just happens to be ready the same day that the playoffs start. You know, they get Thomas Hertl back a couple days before the playoffs started, I believe. I mean, it's tough, but I can't comment. You know, not a doctor. Don't know what the situation was. It's a little bit shady. Hockey from home saying 5-1 Canucks. There we go. They're watching from Toronto. Nice to see. So we got folks all over the place now in the States and Canada. We got people in Toronto, Vancouver, Vermont. Danelle's in Jersey, I think. Are you in Jersey, Danelle? I think you are. You're somewhere in the New York area. Danelle saying, I know you're happy that your Canucks had a surprising season. Yeah, it's been a great season for the Vancouver Canucks. Really surprised, I think, everybody in the city for how well they played in the regular season. But now that they're matched up against the Nashville Predators, I think expectations have gone up a little bit as they're showing the Canucks car in front of Bridgestone Arena where people are just smashing it apart. That's actually a pretty cool tradition. I'm down with that. All right, let's see. Mark Stone is suddenly fine. Lacerated spleen apparently healed itself right in time for the playoffs. It's crazy how things happen like that. The Canucks have been in my non-playoff last season, 22, 21, 2019, 2018, 2017. Yeah, it's been a while for the Vancouver Canucks since they made the playoffs. If you don't count the bubble, I think 2015 or 2014 was their last playoff run where they lost to the Calgary Flames in the first round. All right, we have 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. The shots were 4-0, but it looks like they took back one of the Nashville Predators shots. Ooh, as the Preds pushing hard, nice shot block by Connor Garland. He's feeling that one. You know what? The Preds are looking good. The Preds are looking good so far. The ice is definitely tilted in their favor. Luke Shed with a shot from the point, rebound. Hughes just kind of fires it out of the zone. Again, possession time, offensive zone time. Looks like the Preds are kind of dominating as far as that goes. Canucks had a nice chance of Niels Hoglander out front, but they still don't have a single shot almost halfway through this period. There's a battle for the puck in the neutral zone. Danelle saying, are you surprised that the Lightning are down 3-0? I had the Panthers to win that series. I don't know if I had them to sweep the series, and I know it's not over yet. There's still a chance of the Lightning come back, but you know what? I think my prediction was Panthers in 5 or 6, which is still a possibility. So I'm going to say no. I'm not that surprised, Danelle. I think the Panthers are just a really good team. McSandel is very surprised, and Casey DeSmith with a nice save there. Penalty coming up to Tyler Myers. Vancouver Canucks go on the penalty kill once again. Looks like Forsberg is down on the ice right now. He's feeling it. By the way, am I saying this name right? Because I'm just calling it McSandel. That's what it looks like to me. So I'm going with McSandel. How do you feel about the Coyotes moving to Utah? It sucks. I feel for the Coyotes fans. Feels like Thrashers all over again when they moved to Winnipeg. I felt for the Thrashers. Yeah, you know, I feel bad for all 20 of them, but realistically, at the end of the day, this is what needs to happen. I mean, the arena situation is terrible in Arizona. You can't play in a college arena for 3, 4, 5 more seasons. We've been talking about the Coyotes moving out of Arizona for, it feels like 2 decades. So I'm not that. I'm surprised that it actually finally happened, and I'm glad that Utah is going to get this team. They seem excited about getting this team, so hopefully we see some better results than we did with Arizona. I wouldn't close the book on Arizona yet. I know there is that clause that says that if the ownership group in Arizona can build a facility, an NHL ready facility, that they can bring a team back. I don't think that timeline's realistic. I think we're looking at the 5 to 10 year timeline rather than the 3 to 5 year timeline. Charlie saying for me, Canucks are just a better overall team, but Demko difference might be a factor. I think Demko not being in net is a huge factor for the Vancouver Canucks. And you could argue that, you take Demko out, you place him with DeSmith. Overall, the teams look a lot more even. The Preds definitely have the edge as far as goaltending goes. With UC Saros, he's been great so far in this playoff series. And, the Preds still have some high-end talent on their team. You got Yossi, you got Forsberg. O'Reilly's a really solid player. Evangelista is a really good young player. So I wouldn't discount the Preds at all. Utah Blizzards, or would it be Utah Blizzard? Like Minnesota Wild, the singular. It could be singular. Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, it's a possibility. 5 years. Yeah, I that's the timeline, but I think it'll take longer than that. All right, Preds are on the power play once again. Shot by Philip Forsberg. I think DeSmith actually caught a piece of that. But what killed the Coyotes is the ownership, just like the Thrashers. Yeah, ownership was definitely the problem. And like many people have said, if the team does go back to Arizona, I mean, I don't think a lot of people will be happy if that same ownership group was in charge of that franchise. And just like the Thrashers, I mean, sometimes it doesn't come down to the city. It comes down to the ownership group. And I think that's what happened here. Rachel saying the timeline isn't realistic from a design and permitting perspective, let alone construction. That's the thing. I mean, we're not building a 4-story condo here. We're building a massive facility that's going to take a lot of real estate, infrastructure, all the rest of it. And to do this in 5 years, and kind of assuming that they haven't even really started yet, they're already behind the ball. Forsberg tries a shot at the back end, just goes wide. Canucks fail to get it out. Oh, Elias Pettersson with a nice play, actually, to get the puck out of the zone. Feeds it to JT Miller, and he just misses. Hey, finally something from Elias Pettersson. A nice penalty kill play there to get the puck out of the zone. That's what I like to see. McSandal is saying I'm saying it right. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you for confirming that. We have 8 minutes, 30 seconds left in this first period. 41 seconds left on the Preds power play. It is huge for No Demko. I have him number 3, my Vezina voting behind Connor and Bob. Yeah, I think that's where he falls for a lot of people. I think he might be number 2 on some people's list. I don't think you can put him above Hellebuck. 20 seconds now left in this power play. Bit more of a scrambly power play this time around for the Nashville Predators. Looks like they're not going to get anything done. Shots are still 4-0 in favor of the Preds, so not a lot of shots so far in this game. And I see we have some new people jumping on this live stream and watching with us. Make sure you comment where you're watching this game from. We have people all over the continent in Vermont, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, all over the place. New Jersey. Again, Danelle, confirm. Are you in New Jersey or New York? I know it's one of the two. DeSmith just got hit, and now there's going to be something after the whistle here. Here we go. Now there's a scrum. The net's not every player is jumping in and grabbing a partner here. Let's see what happens. But Demko definitely got run. Goalie fight would be something else. It really would be. Yeah, it looks like McCarron is the one that took down DeSmith. They're still jawing at each other. I think everything's finally broken up. Let's let's watch the replay and see what actually happened there. All right, let's see what happened. McCarron comes in. Oh, he just body checks DeSmith behind the net. No, absolutely no attempt to not hit the goaltender. All right, so Canucks on the power play. Big smile from Casey DeSmith, so that's good to see. They better not injure DeSmith. Yeah, DeSmith looks fine. I think DeSmith is good after that hit, thankfully. As the Canucks go on their first power play of Game 3. Again, series is split right now. We're back in Nashville. Nashville's really been pressing so far in this game. So hopefully the Canucks use this chance on the power play to kind of turn things around and turn around the momentum. I'm actually from New York, but I respect New Jersey, though, and live in the New York metropolitan area. Okay, that's right. Well, you know what, Donnell, I was pretty close. I knew you were in that area somewhere. What are my Stanley Cup Finals picks? I think, yeah, I mean, someone commented earlier in the live stream. They said Panthers and Oilers, and I kind of like that prediction. I like that prediction. Yeah, Hurricanes could also be good, but I'm going to stick with the Panthers. I mean, if they're able to sweep the Tampa Bay Lightning, which should have been a tough series, but if they come out with the sweep, and the next team they play has to go to 7 games, I would think the Panthers win that series. And at the end of the day, I think they're better than most teams in the East. So I'm going to go Panthers, and I'm going to go Oilers for the finals. All right, power play here for the Vancouver Canucks. Quinn Hughes at the point. JT Miller loading up for a shot. And again, a block shot from the Nashville Predators. Canucks keep the puck in the zone, though. Miller with another shot, and he scores. There we go. JT Miller with the snipe. Blocked on the first attempt, got it through on the second attempt, and he buries that on the first shot of the game for the Vancouver Canucks with 6 minutes, 37 seconds left. What is up, Mason? Thanks so much for jumping on. If you missed it, I predicted your Oilers to be in the Stanley Cup Finals, but wow, what a shot from JT Miller. This is what the Canucks need. And hey, big shout out to Brock Besser. Putting the screen on UC Saros, making it tough for him to find that puck. I think that's a big part of that goal. Beautiful power play from the Vancouver Canucks. 3 goals in the last 6 games for JT Miller. And again, the big players, the star players have to step it up for the Vancouver Canucks. And if we can bury someone the power play, I think the Vancouver Canucks have a chance in this game and have a chance in this series. Bluger in front of the net, and he just gets... Was that a hook? I mean, Bluger's yelling at the ref like he thought that was a penalty. No call on the play. Evangelista with a wraparound attempt. Ooh, the Preds are really pressing right now. It looks like Teddy Bluger clears it out of the zone. Oh, Niels Höglander almost stole the puck there and could have had a breakaway. Nikita Zadorov with the puck, loses it in his own zone. Elias Pettersson picks up the puck and he gets it just out of the blue line up to Niels Höglander. Ooh. Oh, there's a penalty coming up. Oh, Höglander is getting into it with McDonough, I think. There's a size difference in this fight. All right, they're split up now. But it looks like it might be a power play to the Vancouver Canucks. I don't know exactly what the call is, so we're going to have to wait and see here. McDonough's getting to the box. Hoglander's going to his own bench. So, yeah, it looks like a power play here for the Canucks. Let's take a look at this replay. Oh, yeah, just a complete slew foot on Niels Hoglander. That's a BS play by McDonough. And again, just taking another look at that shot from JT Miller. What an absolutely beautiful shot. Great screen by Brock Besser on that power play goal. Canucks are up 1-0. Again, I see a lot of new people in the live stream here, which is incredible. But I want you to comment on the live stream. Join the conversation. Let me know where you're watching this game from. Let me know what your prediction is for this game, this series, and the Stanley Cup Finals. You can do one or all of the above. It's up to you. But comment in the live stream and make sure you give us a like down below. Jordy Cunningham. What is up, Jordy? It's been a while. Jordy Cunningham was one of the OG members of the Hockey Podcast Network. Now up in Kelowna, I believe, Jordy. But yeah, thanks so much for jumping on, buddy. I actually just went to Tofino 2 weeks ago. And Jordy and I actually went to Tofino probably 3 years ago. One of the few people from the network I've actually met in person. It has been too long. It has been too long. Hopefully, hope everything's going well for you. I know you've been doing some writing. Was it working for? I could be wrong. I think it was Castanet. I could be mistaken though. Just like RJ says, RJ, you're a beauty for always showing up as well. Don't forget to hit the like button. Kelowna, work has me in Victoria for a few weeks. That's awesome. Victoria is, it's a beautiful spot. Love Victoria. Coyotes ownership is supposed to have that land auction on June 27th. Oh, okay. Sorry I said that. Who is it, Jordy? Who are you writing for so I can clear the air? Don't want to give any promos to the enemies of Jordy Cunningham. Okay, Kelowna Capital News. There you go, folks. There you go. A Black Press Media. Gotcha. All right, Canucks on the power play. Jordy, thanks so much for jumping on, buddy. Power play here for the Vancouver Canucks. Let's see if they can get another one. They're 1-for-1 tonight. Brock Besser loading up. Feeds it to Pettersson, but it's just broken up. O'Reilly can't get the puck out of the zone. Pettersson across. Oh, and that was a close one. As Quinn Hughes has the puck back at the point. Down to Miller. Miller's on the opposite side. Skates behind the net. Pettersson back to Hughes at the point. Back to Pettersson. Pettersson loading up for a shot. No, he passes over to Miller. Nice shot. Nice attempt. And a good save by UC Saros. Besser passes the puck around. Miller back behind the net. Minute left in this power play for the Vancouver Canucks. Looking to get something done. Feeds it to Lindholm in the middle, but that is broken up. Yeah, it's been a while, Jordy. It's crazy to think about. I think we started the network in 2018, 2019, and now we're sitting here in 2024. It's been a long road. Canucks getting mixed up a little bit in their own zone, but they're able to break it out. 32 seconds left in this power play. First unit is just going to stick out there, I think. Stay out there for the full 2 minutes. Miller with another shot. Miller's really feeling the shot tonight. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him shoot the puck a little bit more than passing it around on the power play. Charlie say, do you think Pettersson is injured? I don't know. I honestly don't know. The easy thing to say when a player isn't playing well is he must be injured. I'm not sure that's the case here, though. 2-on-1 for the Nashville Predators. The trailer just misses the puck. And the Canucks clear the zone. Shots are now 4-3 in favor of the Preds. But it is 1-0 for the Vancouver Canucks. Bluger. Mikheyev. You know what? Mikheyev's actually looked pretty good this game. He's got a lot of speed. He's driving the net. He's doing everything that you want him to do. So I've liked Ilya Mikheyev so far in this game. Yeah, he can't buy a goal. That's so true. All right, back to the point. Shot from the point gets blocked. And that's going to be another theme for tonight. I think there's a few themes we're going to see. Lots of shots from JT Miller. It's going to be a lot of physicality, and there's going to be a lot of block shots from the Nashville Predators. Oh, Teddy Blueger shoots the puck over the glass. Oh, you hate to see that. Delay of game penalty coming to the Vancouver Canucks as the Preds get their third chance on the power play this period. Charlie's saying 45 people watching and only 15 likes. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button, folks, and make sure you comment in the live stream. Join the conversation. We want to hear from you. It's a tough play from Teddy Blueger, and the worst part about it is Teddy Blueger is actually one of our better penalty killers. We saw him on the last power play or the last penalty kill. He cleared the zone probably 3 or 4 times, so that's a tough one for the Vancouver Canucks as the Nashville Predators get ready for the power play. Philip Forsberg's at the point. He has 13 power play goals this season. I think it was 48 goals on the entire campaign for Philip Forsberg as the power play starts here. Quick shot, a nice save from Casey DeSmith. Canucks do a good job of clearing the crease after the whistle. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in this period. All right, face-off won by the Vancouver Canucks. The Preds take the puck behind the net, though, and it looks like the Canucks cleared the zone. Minute 40 left on this power play. Really like Blueger when he was on the Pens. Yeah, I've liked Teddy Blueger. I mean, he has some limitations. You know, he doesn't have a high ceiling. He's never going to put up 20 goals, I don't think, in this league. But he's a solid fourth-line player. Oh, as the Preds are passing the puck around. As a solid fourth-line player and a penalty killer, he's been great. Dakota Joshua with a nice shot block, but he just can't get the puck out of the zone. The Preds keep putting on the pressure. O'Reilly at the point. Passes it back to Forsberg. Oh, sorry, that was Nyquist. Nyquist is at the point right now with, I believe, Yossi. Oh, a nice attempt by Evangelista in front of the net. It just misses. Nyquist had an unreal season for the Nashville Predators. That was a sneaky pickup by them. Shot blocked by Nikita Zadorov, and he clears the zone. 35 seconds left in this power play. Officially 1 minute left in the first period. Pred shot goes wide of the net, comes all the way around. McDonough fires it back on net. Pred's getting set up for the last 15 seconds of their power play, and Pia Suter clears the puck. UC Saros there to pick up that one. Mike saying, let's have 2011 again. Go Bruins. I don't know if the streets of Vancouver could take another Bruins and Canucks final, especially if the Canucks lose. 17 seconds left in this period. Big hit again on Quinn Hughes. They're starting to target Quinn Hughes a little bit, it seems, early on in this game. 7 seconds left in the period. Oh, big shot by JT Miller. Huge hit by JT Miller right at the end of the period. I thought that might have been a call, but it looks like the refs are going to let that one slide. It is 1-0, folks. 1-0 for the Vancouver Canucks. Nashville Predators, though, had 3 power plays, just could not get it past Casey DeSmith. They were applying a lot of pressure throughout the first 15 minutes of this period. They've been putting on the hits. They've been putting on the shots, but they just can't beat Casey DeSmith. Great shot blocking by the Vancouver Canucks as well. I know I've said that about the Preds, but you know what? The Canucks have come out. Obviously, Tocchet sent a message to the team, and they are blocking shots just like the Nashville Predators. It's crazy that Marchand hasn't even gotten a penalty in their 3 games, followed up by the rat comment, which is very typical. The rat being Brad Marchand. Nice shot by JT Miller. Again, as they're showing the replay, JT Miller with the power play goal. Canucks are up 1-0. Stay on the stream, folks. Make sure you keep getting your score predictions in. Let me know where you're watching this game from. Again, we have people all over North America watching this game. Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto, Vermont, New York. We got people all over the place. So make sure you comment where you're watching this game from and make sure you get your score predictions in. I'm going to go to a quick break, but stick around. We'll be back after the break. We'll talk more Canucks and Preds during the intermission, and we'll get set for the second period of Game 3, Round 1, Vancouver Canucks and the Nashville Predators. We will see you after the break. All right, folks, we are back. First intermission. It's been an interesting game so far. There's been quite a few power plays for both sides. The Vancouver Canucks ultimately picking up the only goal in this period, and that was on the power play. Again, just a beautiful shot by JT Miller. A nice screen by Brock Besser in front of the net, and that's what you need for a good power play, especially in the playoffs. So again, folks, make my life easy. Comment on the live stream, like the video. Let me know your score predictions, your hot takes. As I just get a phone call. I hung up on them. Don't worry, folks. All right, so let's take a look again. Second intermission. The shots are pretty low so far in this game. This has not been a high danger game so far early on in this game 3 for the Vancouver Canucks against the Nashville Predators. Again, Canucks up 1-0. Casey DeSmith looked really good. He's had 5 saves. UC Saros has had only 4 shots on net against him. As we take a look at the stats board there. The Nashville Predators did come out flying, though. I will say in the first 10-15 minutes, the Nashville Predators look like they might run away with this game, but a great power play from the Vancouver Canucks kind of turns the tide of this game and turn the momentum. JT Miller with a nice goal. Some rough play between the whistles as well in this game. This playoff series is starting to have it all. Charlie saying hot take Rangers blow the 2-0 lead. Yeah, let me take a look at the scoreboard around the league. Yeah, it is 2-1 right now for the Rangers over the Capitals halfway through the second. So we're halfway through the game in that one. I think that's the only other game going on tonight. Let me look at the scoreboard again. Yeah, those are the only 2 games that are happening tonight. So Preds, Canucks, and the Rangers and Capitals. Tomorrow, we have a full lineup. We have the Maple Leafs, Bruins, Panthers, Lightning, Hurricanes, Islanders. Actually, no, I'm mistaken. Jets and Avalanche played tonight. Oilers and Kings also played tonight. My apologies. Yes, Charlie, you're right. Oilers are playing tonight. I'm so used to Vancouver Canucks games being the last on the schedule because we're on the Pacific time zone. So typically when the Canucks are playing and another game hasn't started, I assume the Canucks are the last, but the Canucks are in Nashville. So I got a little mixed up there. So thanks, Charlie, for pointing that out. Really do appreciate it. Oilers and Kings going to be a great game. I just got a funny text. Yeah, I don't know if you folks have seen the video that Source for Sports put out about it was like a pump up video, I guess, for Casey DeSmith saying like, you got this, Casey, and all the rest of it. It was very cringy. So now there's merch out. If you can see this, I know it might be a little bit tough, but that's a T-shirt that you can now buy apparently, which is hilarious. Big shout out to Tommy on Canucks Twitter. All right, folks. I see 35 of you in the live stream here, so I want some more comments. Again, make my life easy. My life is a lot easier when there's conversation happening in the live chat. People are talking. It gives me something to jump on when there's no play happening. You know, I don't have a co-host or anything to jump things off of. So make sure you comment in the live stream. Really do appreciate it. Charlie saying, is Skinner a liability? I mean, here's the thing. I guess if you were the Edmonton Oilers, you would like to have that solid number one goaltender, undisputed number one goaltender. And I don't know if Skinner's that guy. I mean, I haven't followed Skinner too closely over the course of the season, just because I don't know what to make of him. I don't know what to make of most Edmonton goalies just because of the team that plays in front of him. But, you know, I still have the Oilers making it to the finals out of the Western Conference. Oh, that's as they're showing some highlights from the Caps and Rangers game. Brutal goal let in by the Rangers on a weak shot. Again, thanks everybody that's jumped on the live stream so far. Thanks everybody that's commenting in the live chat. Really do appreciate it. Do they go for Saros in the offseason? Yeah, at the end of the day, I think you got to look at your options if you're the Edmonton Oilers. And if UC Saros is an option, you might want to go for it. I mean, I know UC Saros is getting up there in age a little bit, but at the end of the day, your window is open now if you're the Oilers. So you got to take advantage of that. Even if you bring in a goalie for 2 to 3 seasons, maybe even 2 seasons, I think you got to do it. You got to do it while McDavid and Draisaitl and all these guys are in their prime. They're not going to win the cup if Skinner shits the bed. Yes, that is 100% correct. Saying Skinner is 100% a liability compared to the rest of the team. I mean, I think it's pretty clear where the weakness is for the Edmonton Oilers, what the weakest link is, and that is goaltending. And that's been a story for a few seasons now. And, they missed out on getting Jacob Markstrom a couple years ago. And I think that could have been a huge addition for that Edmonton Oilers team. Instead, he goes to their rivals, the Calgary Flames. You look at Mike Smith, he played all right at an old age. That's the thing with goaltenders is they tend to peak a little bit later than forwards and defensemen. They also tend to break into the league a little bit later than forwards and defensemen. So you do see goalies playing 35, 36, 37 years old and still holding that starting position on teams. So again, that's why I say, even if you have to bring in a goaltender that's a little bit older but more established, I think that's what the Oilers need. It is 2-1 right now in the Rangers Capitals game. Again, just such a weak goal led in by the Rangers. Zibanejad with a nice goal there. And I think they're near the end of the second period. So I think we have one more period left to go in the Rangers and Capitals. All right. Oh my God. Matt Rempe on Trevor Van Riemsdyk. What a monster hit. If you haven't seen it yet, folks, go on Twitter or go wherever you go to watch your highlights and watch the Rempe hit on Van Riemsdyk. That was a freight train of a hit. Oh my God. They're just showing it again on the replays here. Just a brutal hit. Rempe's a big guy too. And Tom Wilson, it looks like, tried to drop the gloves with him. Matt Rempe was having none of it. You know what? You dish out a hit like that, you gotta answer the call. When Tom Wilson comes up to you and wants to go at it, you gotta drop the gloves, but he doesn't, and he skates off. Not a great look for Matt Rempe of the New York Rangers. If you were to travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Love from Edmonton. Hey, Charlie, thanks again so much for commenting. Really do appreciate it. This might surprise you. If I could go anywhere in the world, I would probably go to Edmonton. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't go to Edmonton. Been to Edmonton already. Great city. But if I could pick anywhere in the world, that's a tough one. Could I get some help here? New Zealand and walk the Lord of the Rings set. Yeah, New Zealand would be cool. I think Japan would be definitely up there. South Korea would also be a cool spot to visit. Iceland, I might leave off my top priority list. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Hawaii is another spot, but we might go there eventually. So yeah, I'll go Japan and South Korea for that. I think those would definitely be interesting places. Thanks again for the comment. Yeah, folks, drop all your comments in here, even if it's not hockey related. I'll bring it up and we'll discuss it on this live stream. Charlie, thanks so much for being active in the comment section. Same with Rachel. Same with Mike jumping in. EG Pro, Mason jumping in as well. And then Jordy Cunningham earlier on. Thanks so much for jumping in the live streams. What should we have for dinner? Wrong answers only. Okay, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. What should we have for dinner tonight? But wrong answers only. Yeah, I don't know what I'm feeling tonight. I'm interested to see what some of the comments are. And we will be bound to those comments. We will have to eat what the people say. So, yeah, get some interesting takes in there, folks. The elf spaghetti. Yes. That's a fantastic answer. Love it. Love it. Good old spaghetti with syrup and candy, and I don't know what else you put on there, but that's a great answer. Yeah, top tier answer. I didn't even think of that. That's going beyond where my mind went. So good on you, Charlie. All right, folks. I think we have a few more minutes of intermission left here. Been a solid game so far. I think the Vancouver Canucks pulling out a win tonight will be crucial. It's going to be hard to win both games in Nashville, but if they can get one now, go up 2-1 in the series, give themselves some breathing room, because again, realistically, to take both games on the road is super difficult. So if you can lock up game 3, let's say Preds take game 4, now you're back in Vancouver, and hopefully you can pull out a win in game 5. And I'm going to game 5, so you know what? I would love to see a Vancouver Canucks victory in game 5, because I spent a lot of money on those tickets, so they better perform. Charlie saying, opinion on the sport of lacrosse if you have ever seen it. I played lacrosse from the age of, I think, 4 till 17. Played box lacrosse. So, yes, very familiar with the sport, Charlie. Obviously, love the sport of lacrosse. That's what I grew up on. Big box guy, though. Field lacrosse, not so much. But I think field's more of an American thing, more of a college thing in the States. I think box still dominates Canada. I mean, let's be honest, 8 months of the year, you can't play outside anyways, especially in Edmonton. All right, here we go. Second period. Puck has been dropped. And the puck is dumped into the Vancouver Canucks zone. Casey DeSmith gives the puck away. Bit of a scramble there in front of the net. Connor Garland, Dakota Joshua, and Elias Lindholm out there right now for the Vancouver Canucks. All right, McDonough coming up. Ooh, nice shot by DeSmith. Left pad save. Charlie saying, I'm a box goalie in Edmonton. Absolutely love it. Feel is just a bit boring without the shot clock. Yeah, I agree with it. I mean, I played box my whole life. I tried field a little bit. I just couldn't get into it. It didn't feel like the same game whatsoever to me. Yeah. On your way to a lacrosse game right now. There you go. Well, good luck in your game. Hopefully you make some top-notch saves in your game today. I can never be a goalie. I flinch every time the ball is thrown at me, especially those guys can wire it at 100 miles an hour. No way am I getting in front of that. So good on you, Charlie. Good on you. Shots are 6-3 in favor of the Nashville Predators. Goals are 1-0 in favor of the Vancouver Canucks. Oh my God. Shot on Casey DeSmith. It squeezes in behind him, just about on the line, and the Canucks clear the puck. Oh, that was inches away from going in. And Niels Höglander gets robbed by UC Saros. Great pass across the crease from Elias Pettersson. But Niels Höglander just can't get it, and the puck is shot back in offside. Wow. What a stop. What a stop by UC Saros. Let's take another look at that one. Oh, just squeezed through to Smith. That was a close one. That's a lucky bounce for the Vancouver Canucks. Pettersson across the UC Saros. You know what I will say? One of the things I hoped for coming into this game was a good performance by DeSmith. He's been pretty solid. And a good performance by Elias Pettersson. And I've actually liked Elias Pettersson's game. And I think that might be the first time I've said that in 15, 20 games. I actually like what Elias Pettersson is doing right now. He almost had a really nice assist there. It was solid on the PK earlier. So we just, Canucks need more of that from Elias Pettersson if they're going to win this series. Ooh, Jankowski, the nice chance in front. Lafferty gets the puck dumped into the Nashville Predators zone. Just past Bluger, but he's able to poke it up. Nashville just entering the Canucks zone. Nice hit by Sam Lafferty. It's been a physical series so far. Really physical series. Hronek's tied up with a Nashville player in the Canucks zone. Again, 17 minutes, 30 seconds left in this second period. Hughes for Norris, absolutely. I think in this series, I think you have number 1 and number 2 in Norris voting. I think Quinn Hughes goes number 1. I think Roman Josi goes number 2. And I think Cale Makar goes number 3. So that's what I would put on my ballot if I was voting. Obviously, I'm not. But that's who I would choose for the Norris. But I think Hughes kind of has it locked up this year. All right, Roman Josi with the puck in his zone, as we just mentioned, could potentially win the Norris this year, but I think he'll be number 2 or 3. EG Pro, here's my non-playoff bracket. Flames versus Blackhawks, Kraken Ducks, Wings Canadiens, Sabres Senators, Blue Sharks, Wild Coyotes. It's there's a lot of teams to go through there. Was that a penalty? No penalty to the Vancouver Canucks. Nashville player was dumped, but it looks like the call was just a high sticking, not a high stick penalty, but puck was knocked down by high sticks. So now we have a penalty, a face-off, apologies, in the Vancouver Canucks zone. Yeah, Hronek's chirp, that was pretty good. I got a good chuckle out of that. And I'm sure being from Edmonton, you got a good chuckle out of that as well. Seeing the Flames out of the playoffs here. All right, folks. Again, make sure you comment on the live stream. I want to hear from you. Makes my life a lot easier when there's conversations going on in the live chat. So a big shout out to everybody that's commented so far. Charlie made it to the arena. Gotta go. Love the content. Go Nucks. Hey, Charlie, thanks so much for jumping on, buddy. Really do appreciate you contributing to the live chat. And hey, have a good game. Get it. I won't say the word, but don't let in any goals. There you go. I won't jinx it, but have a great game. Hopefully you make some stellar saves and have a good night. And again, appreciate it. All right, looks like it's a Vancouver Canucks power play as Connor Garland was tripped up behind the net. And it's Roman Josi going to the penalty box. The Vancouver Canucks have yet another chance on the power play. All right, folks, who scored on the power play? Who scored on? Do you think it's JT Miller again? Do you think it's Brock Besser? Maybe Quinn Hughes sneaks a puck through and gets a goal. Let me know who you think can score here for the Vancouver Canucks on the power play. Pretty obvious call if you look at what just happened. Roman Josi tripping up Connor Garland behind the net. And the Canucks are now on the power play. Brock Besser with 16 power play goals on the season. Can he maybe get one? Quinn Hughes at the point. Back to Pettersson along the wall. Back to Besser behind the net. Back to Hughes at the point. Back to Miller. Across. Oh, and it's tipped in. Brock Besser. There we go. Brock Besser. I just mentioned it. 16 goals. Power play goals in the regular season. Now he has a power play goal in this game against the Preds. 15:27 left in the second period, and it is now 2-0 for the Vancouver Canucks. Let's go. Brock Besser with the goal. He's been fairly quiet this series, so nice to see him with a goal. He had a great screen on JT Miller's goal as well, and that feed, by the way, was from JT Miller. So great production here from Brock Besser. Beautiful goal. Jack Friedman jumping in saying, let's go. Yeah, let's go. As they show the scene from Rogers Arena, they're doing a live watch party there. That's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty filled up at Rogers Arena. Jack, this is exactly what I've been saying tonight. The top guys are finally doing something. Miller with the goal. Besser with the goal. Elias Pettersson has actually looked good tonight, Jack. I don't know if you're just tuning in, but Elias Pettersson has actually looked good tonight, which is a great thing to see as a Canucks fan. Hey, Connor's in as well, saying Mr. White Rock, my brother. Hey, buddy, what's up? Thanks so much for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Hey, Canucks are looking good tonight, man. Canucks are looking good. It's 2-0 so far in this game in the second period. Brock Besser with the second goal for the Vancouver Canucks. Nice feed from JT Miller. Besser and Miller, they're looking like a good duo here. So see if they can do some more damage. Was that off the post? Was that a Quinn Hughes shot off the post? It sounded like it. As the Canucks are in the offensive zone, putting on some more pressure. This is almost looking like a power play again. They're really holding on to that puck, moving it around. Filip Hronek corrals the puck. Nice pass. Quinn Hughes now with the lane. Passes it back to the point. Miller, shot blocked, and now the Nashville Predators almost on a breakaway. And they lose the puck. Puck goes back into the Nashville Predators zone. Again, I see a lot more people now are watching this live stream. So if you are watching, come out of the shadows. Comment on the live stream. Let me know your score predictions. Let me know your series predictions. And let me know where you're watching this game from. Again, we have people from all over. Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Toronto, Vermont in the States, New York. We have people all over. So comment where you were watching tonight's game from. Don't write off these Preds, man. They were tough to handle Wednesday. Hey, the Preds are looking good. I'm not going to deny that. Like I said, in the first 15 minutes of the first period, I was a little worried because the Preds came out flying. 3 power plays for the Preds with no goals. I think that kind of killed their momentum, and then JT Miller comes back with a power play goal to give the Canucks the lead as we have 14 minutes left in the second period now. John Yu is watching from South Korea. There we go. We're all the way in South Korea. That is incredible. If you missed it earlier on, actually, one of the commenters said, if there's one place in the world, where would you travel to? I kind of cheated. I picked 2, but I picked Japan and South Korea. So there you go. Big shout out to South Korea. The North, not so much. I believe your manager forced you to chime in. I run the show. I ain't got no manager. Was wondering if you'd ever jump on. Haven't seen since our game at Tampa Bay. Yeah, I haven't done too many watch parties during the regular season, but now that the playoffs are around, I'm going to jump on and do a few because it's a lot of fun. Love connecting with all you folks, and the Canucks are in the playoffs. So let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Rachel saying Preds were outplaying us in the first, and I agree. I think 17 minutes out of the 20 in the first period, it was all Preds. But look at the scoreboard now, and it's 2-0 for the Vancouver Canucks. Kyle works for me, so I tell Kyle what to do. You can let him know that next time. Here from Stratford, Ontario. There we go. We got another Ontario folk in the live chat. Love it. Saying Canucks in 6. All right, Canucks in 6 is what Mike is saying. You know, I don't mind it. I mean, I think at the end of the day, this series is going 6 or 7. I don't see either one of these teams going on a 3-game win streak. And then Rachel says, I'm Dylan's real manager. In the corporate world, we all have a boss. Nobody is bossless, if that's even a word. So there you go. But yeah, thanks everybody for jumping in the live chat. Really appreciate it. Again, John Yu from South Korea. I don't think we're going to find anyone further from us than South Korea. But again, comment where you're watching this game from. We got people in Stratford. We got people in Calgary. We got folks in Richmond, BC. We got people from Vermont. We got folks all over the place. So keep those comments rolling in. Make my life a little bit easier. Keep the live chat going, because that's really the engine that drives these live streams is the live chat. So make sure you get your comments in there. Predictions, tell me where you're watching this from, or anything else you want to talk about, drop it in the live chat. Connor saying, I bet game 1 was wild when the 1-2 punch happened in 12 seconds. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like it would have been incredible. I'm going to game 5, actually, so I'm hoping that the atmosphere is even 80% of what it was for game 1, and I'm sure it will be. I'm super pumped for that one. Kiyomi 17 watching from England. There we go. Now we got folks in England tuning in. That's incredible. Thanks so much for jumping on. Thanks for commenting on the live stream and being a subscriber to the channel. It means a lot to us. We just hit 5,000 subscribers yesterday, I believe, on Kyle's live stream with Neil Villapiano. So we're on the road. We're on the road to 10,000 now. For what we paid for tickets, we better win game 5. Yeah, absolutely. We better win that game. Those tickets are not cheap. They are not cheap. All right. Play started, and we have another whistle already. 13 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. We're almost halfway through this game, folks. Shots, Nashville 8, Vancouver 6. But the most important stat of them all, goals, Vancouver 2, Nashville 0. Just listening to John Shorthouse and Dave Tomlinson mention that, DeSmith is looking a lot more comfortable, and I agree with that. He looked a little shaky on a few of his saves, but he made them at the end of the day, and that's what you need as a goaltender. After you make a few of those saves, kind of get the jitters out, and then you can start really playing your game. And the Canucks defense in front of him has been pretty solid so far as well. Here's Mikheyev. I mean, that could have been an interference call. Meyer shoots just wide. Mikheyev back with another shot. Saros with a blocker save. JT Miller mucking it up behind the net. Keeping the puck in the Predators zone. Canucks putting up a lot of pressure here. The Preds crowd is really lifeless. Yeah, right now, they've been shut up a little bit, to be honest, by the 2 goals from the Vancouver Canucks. They started out just rocking the house, but they have been a little bit quiet here in the second period. Hudson, thanks so much for jumping on. Thanks for commenting. And again, I see more people. I can see the stats. I see more of you jumping in to this live stream. Be part of the conversation. Jump in. Give us your hot takes. Give us your predictions. Tell us where you're watching this game from. Nice stop by DeSmith. Ooh, gotta say Nashville isn't playing well. Can't stay out of the box. Saros keeps making saves. Well, the other thing for the Preds right now is they've had 3 power play opportunities, and they only really had a couple shots on those 3 power play chances. As Nashville is controlling the play right now, shot from the point, stopped by DeSmith. As the Canucks clear the zone. Let's get back to these comments here. Mike saying 4-1 Canucks tonight. All right. Jack saying DeSmith looking great so far. Can't complain. Big shoes to fill with the weird rumors around Demko. He's under a lot of pressure. Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors about Demko and the timeline for him coming back out of this injury. I'm not going to make a comment on it because I've heard anything from 1 week to 2 months. So really don't know what's going on there. Joshua injured. He's been on the bench since he blocked that shot. Something to take note of, folks. Let's see if Dakota Joshua comes out in the next few minutes. Again, that would be a big blow to the Vancouver Canucks, is losing Dakota Joshua, who, in my opinion, has been one of their better players, not only in this playoff series, but throughout the last number of games in the regular season. They really missed him when he was injured. So it's nice to see Dakota Joshua back in the lineup, performing like he should. And I mean, he's built for the playoffs. You look at how he plays the game, and it translates really well into playoff hockey. So having Dakota Joshua healthy is super important for this team moving forward. Demko, that's enough injuries for us. That's enough for the Vancouver Canucks. Let's not go any further than Thatcher Demko being injured. Is it a knee injury for Demko if it's so long? Yeah, that's the thing, is we don't really know. No one actually knows what's going on. So it could be a 2-week injury for Demko. It could be a 2-month injury for Demko. So at this point, there's a lot of speculation going on. But all you can deal with is the players that you have in your lineup, right? DeSmith is our goalie right now. He's playing well, and let's hope he can continue that play throughout the second half of this game, as we're at 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second, which marks the midway point through this game. And I see we have 51 viewers now on the live stream. Folks, jump in the conversation, get your predictions in, comment where you're watching this game from, and give us a like down below on this video. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate every single subscriber. And if you comment, if you're new here and you comment that you're a new subscriber, I will give you a shout out on the live stream. Meyer's parents are in the house, apparently. Oh, that's in full Canucks colors. That's a little bit dangerous. You know, there's a lot of yellow out there, a lot of yellow and gold for the Preds. But big shout out for Meyer's parents making this game and raising a giraffe man who has been pretty good Vancouver Canuck this year. Not a fan favorite, but he's been a pretty good Vancouver Canuck so far. DeSmith, again, they're showing a replay of the scramble out front. DeSmith is looking solid. Now, he might have gotten a little nick on his finger. Looks like DeSmith's going to be okay, though. Looks like the sun's starting to come out. It's actually looking like a nice day. Jack saying, I noticed the crowd is quiet too. I heard they had trouble selling out this game. Interesting. I didn't hear about that, but it's a little bit surprising. I mean, the Predators fans love their playoff hockey. Mike saying DeSmith turning out as a good pickup. Yeah, DeSmith was a really good pickup for the Vancouver Canucks. There's been a few games where I won't say he's stolen games for the Vancouver Canucks in the regular season, early on in the season, but he has been really solid. Oh, right in front for Miller, and he just misses the net. Miller to Garland. Garland back to the point. Nikita Zadorov. Hey, talking about good pickups, Nikita Zadorov. I've loved him on the Vancouver Canucks. I hope that they can retain him. He might be asking for too much money, but honestly, I would bring him back. Demko's injury rumored to be a torn ACL. I've heard that as well. Could come back by end of round 2, but he's in Nashville today. I think the fact, I wouldn't read into this too much, but I think the fact that Demko is traveling with the team is a positive. I think if he knew that he was out and he had to start working on whatever this injury is right away, because he's going to be out for 2-3 months, I don't think he travels with the team. But the fact that he's with the team, I'm going to view that as a positive. Pettersson had unquestionably his worst game on Tuesday. I just don't know what's happened to him. He had so much confidence, but then it's gone. Pettersson, I got to be honest. Love Pettersson. He has frustrated the hell out of me for the last number of games. I mean, since the All-Star break, I'm going to say. I haven't loved Pettersson's game. But I will say, though, tonight, Pettersson's looked a lot better. He's looked more confident. He's made a couple good plays. I think we're slowly starting to see Pettersson get back into his groove. And if he can do that, the Vancouver Canucks can do incredible things. So let's hope that Pettersson's found his game again. Let's hope that there's no nagging injury that's been the cause of all this. But he's looking good right now. Pettersson's looking good. All right, Predators in the zone. Shot from the point. Misses the net. Preds pass the puck back to Josi at the point. Josi with a nice move on Phil DiGiuseppe. Roman Josi. Oh, Roman Josi just crushed by Nikita Zadorov. What a hit. What a hit on the captain there. That was something else. Again, that's why I love having Zadorov on this team. He can dish out the big hits, but he's not taking all the penalties that a Tyler Myers is taking. Or was that Myers? I think that was Zadorov. Was that Zadorov? That was Zadorov, yeah. Canucks are looking good this period. For a team that's up 2-0, they're actually looking pretty solid. It's a scramble in front of the Vancouver net. Forsberg, what a save by Casey DeSmith. Great shot. There's more rough stuff after the whistle. This has been a rough game, folks. Evangelista is just laying on top of the Canucks player. I can't even see who it is underneath there. It's Carson Soucy. He's just laying on top of him. I mean, this isn't sleep country. This is a playoff game. Get off of him. No, it's Quinn Hughes. It's Hughes that he was laying on top of. BJ, what's up? Thanks so much for commenting on this live stream. Thanks for jumping in the comment section. Saying in Costa Rica. There we go. Like this live stream. We're in England, South Korea, Costa Rica now. Stratford, Ontario. Kelowna. Vancouver. Connor is in Richmond, I think. Kyle's in Ontario somewhere. Might as well be Stratford. Any city that isn't Ottawa or Toronto is Stratford to me. Mike saying, is he Vancouver's Marner? Lots of money for nothing. I mean, I hope not. It's been a tough go the last little while for Pettersson, who I assume that's who you're talking about. But again, tonight he's looked better. He still puts up points. Something's not quite right there. So I still have confidence that we're going to see Elias Pettersson, be the player that we're used to him being. Connor saying blaming DeSmith is the tackiest form of criticism for Canucks losing. The biggest reason is their discipline. Big Z is great, but runs away with the most penalty minutes. Hey, I still love Big Z. I think he's an important part of the team. But with him and Myers, yeah, there are quite a few penalty minutes. And what's interesting, lots of people are saying, Myers is getting all these penalties because he's tall. Let's take a look at another player, Carson Soucy, who's also a very tall player, but you don't see him racking up those penalty minutes. So it's really just about being disciplined. I also agree with you, saying the criticism for the Canucks losing is DeSmith. If you look at the last game, Vancouver Canucks only scored one goal. I don't care if you have Demko in net. I don't care if you have Martin Brodeur in net. I don't care who's in net. You're not going to win a game if you can only score one goal. Just not going to happen. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a penalty for them absolutely destroying Quinn Hughes, which is pretty incredible. Hudson is watching from Alabama. There we go. We got folks in Alabama. Incredible. How is that not a penalty? Just taking down Quinn Hughes, putting him in a headlock after the whistle. And Quinn Hughes gets a penalty for that? I don't get it. I guess we're 4-on-4 here? Yeah, so they're coincidental minors, but still, to take Hughes off the ice for that, I think that's ridiculous. Anyways, 4-on-4. Elias Pettersson and Elias Lindholm up front for the Vancouver Canucks. Ryan O'Reilly is out there for the Predators with Philip Forsberg. Those are your forwards. Carson Soucy and Tyler Myers on defense for the Vancouver Canucks. 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second period. Tyler Myers coming up the ice with a nice shot. All right, let's see if anything happens on this 4-on-4. Oh, Philip Hronek with a beautiful chance on the other side. Just misses the puck. Besser and Nyquist getting mixed up. Now JT Miller's there. Is there going to be 2 penalties? We got 2 more. JT Miller and Gustav Nyquist in a slashing battle in front of the Vancouver Canucks bench. Nyquist cross-checks Besser to the ground. JT Miller comes around, gives him a hack. Nyquist gives him a hack right back. And we have 2 more penalties. Mike saying, does Hughes get the best defenseman award? I believe that Hughes will win the Norris Trophy, which is for best defenseman in the NHL this year. I'm going to say Hughes wins it. I'm going to say Roman Josi, who is also in this game, will be either number 2 or 3 in Norris voting, and Cale Makar is going to round out that top 3 list, either in the second or the third spot. But I think at this point, you got to go with Quinn Hughes. This is a great point. Sometimes our 4-on-4 is better than our 5-on-5. Sometimes our 4-on-4 is better than our 5-on-4, to be quite honest with you, at certain points in the season. Mike, there we go. We agree on something there, Mike. Jack saying, need discipline. Nashville is a defensive team. Canucks can't give them any offensive advantage. Yeah, I agree. And, the Canucks power play has looked solid. I don't know if you caught the first period, Jack, but the Predators had 3 power plays in a row. Canucks were able to kill all of them, and they actually looked really good on those penalty kills. So far defensively, the Vancouver Canucks have actually been very solid. Now it's the ball is really in Nashville's court now. They have to score 3 goals now in the second half of this hockey game to win game 3. And I don't know if they're ready to do it. I don't know if they have the offense. And I don't know if the Canucks are giving up enough chances where I can see a comeback like that. But at the end of the day, what do they always say? 2-goal lead is the worst lead to have in hockey. Mathematically, makes no sense, but somehow it makes sense. Canucks are up 2-0. Hopefully they can hold on to it. Hopefully, I think right now the Canucks are hoping to get out of the second period, not letting up any goals. Going into the third 2-0 will be a really good look for the Vancouver Canucks. All right, 4-on-4 for another 53 seconds, I believe. This has been a rough game. This has been a really rough game. And I wasn't really expecting it because while there was a lot of hitting going on in game 1 and game 2, there wasn't a lot of after whistle activities. And there's been a lot of that as the shot comes through. Fan shot by the Nashville Predators. Carson Soucy picks up the puck, gets it out of the zone, gets it down to Pettersson. Pettersson in front of the net. Mikheyev was tied up, couldn't get his stick on the ice. Ryan O'Reilly coming back down to Philip Forsberg. Throws one in front, and Mikheyev is able to get the puck. Filip Hronek behind the net, setting up play. As the crowd is finally come alive in Bridgestone Arena with the "Let's Go Predators" chant. It's been a little quiet this period for the Predators fans. Quinn Hughes dumps the puck in. Elias Lindholm looking to pressure. Puck just gets past Dakota Joshua. Important note there, Dakota Joshua still in this game. Out of town scoreboard, 3-1 Rangers over the Capitals. And then later on today, we have Edmonton and LA and Colorado, Winnipeg. Some great series going on. Round 1 of the NHL playoffs is always the best time of year. I absolutely love it. Andrew B jumping in saying, "Hey man, how are you doing?" I'm doing great, Andrew. How are you doing? Really appreciate you jumping on, buddy. Make sure to give us a like. I know you always do, but just a friendly reminder, make sure to give this video a like. And for everybody that hasn't done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment on the live stream. Comment your score predictions, your series predictions, and where you're watching the game from. Again, we have people in England, Costa Rica, South Korea. We have people in Alabama, Stratford, Vancouver. We got folks all over the globe watching this live stream, which is pretty incredible. Puck is in Vancouver Canucks zone. Shen with a shot. Casey DeSmith, pretty easy save for Casey DeSmith there. Mike LaBelle saying 133 hits in the Bruins and Leafs game. That's incredible. I don't know what the hits are at in this game. I'm sure they're fairly high, but I don't think they're gonna be even close to 130. BJ saying, new on this podcast, in San Jose, Costa Rica, Canucks fan, even in the days of end of AHL. Well, hey, thanks so much for jumping on, BJ. I mean, really appreciate it. If you check out the Hockey Podcast Network, you can find Canucks podcasts and just general hockey podcasts on our network. And then also during the playoffs, if the Canucks go a little bit further than this round, I'll be doing some more live streams. I know we have a couple other guys that'll be doing live streams as well. So you found a good hockey community here, and we really appreciate you jumping on and subscribing to the channel. Starting to get blinded by the light here, actually. It's a sunny day all of a sudden. Beautiful, but blinding. Quinn Hughes with a nice shot from the point. And Pius Suter pushed into the net. And then UC Saros knocks him over. I mean, come on. Give me a break. The guy was pushed into the net. And now Roman Yossi's all butthurt about it. But you pushed him into the net. What do you expect? Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their own way of doing these things. I tend to be more focused on the live chat. Touch more. We're dealing with the lighting there. That's much better. We're dealing with the lighting situation. I have my production assistant dealing with the blinds and blocking out the sun for me. So there we go. We're set to go here, folks. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second period. Andrew is watching from Oakville, Ontario. The Preds bench is and coaches were complaining about getting a penalty there against the Canucks. Absolutely ridiculous. You push Pia Suter into the net. He actually does a decent job of trying to avoid contact with UC Saros, ends up pushing the net off its moorings, and then gets mobbed by the Predators players. Mike saying you must be on the West Coast. It's dark here. Yes, I am live streaming from British Columbia, Vancouver, White Rock to be more specific, or as some people call it, Stabville. Terrible joke. Terrible. Let's keep it PG-13 here. Hockey from home saying, hey, Andrew. Andrew saying, hey, hockey. There we go. Thanks, everybody, for commenting in the live stream. Keep those comments rolling in. Let me know your thoughts on this game or on any other game going on tonight. You know, we got the Jets and the Avs going on later on, the Oilers and the Kings as well. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in this period. JT Miller up against Ryan O'Reilly for the faceoff. Drop the puck. Miller wins that one. Elias Pettersson takes the puck and scoops it into the Nashville zone. Bradley Moss is saying, I bet $6K on a Canucks win. That is that takes some balls, Bradley, to put $6K on the Canucks. But hey, so far it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Canucks are up 2-0. And he says, I'm not even a Canucks fan. What's your team? What's your team, Brad? Nice save by DeSmith. Mike saying, can the Jets beat the Avs? They can. They can. But I think the Avs can beat the Jets as well. I think it's gonna be a tight series. Actually, let me look it up. Where is that series at? We're tied at 1. So it's 1 apiece for the Jets and the Avs. I'm still gonna give my edge to the Avs though. Rachel's saying absolutely they can't. Avs are gonna win that series. I think I agree. I think the Avs are gonna win, but I will say I could see that series going to Game 7. Bradley's team is the Penguins. There you go. Well, I mean, hey, the Vancouver Canucks are basically the Penguins North. You know, we got your management group. We got, Blugers come in here. There's been some other former Penguins that are part of the organization now. So, it's close enough. Mike saying it's going 7. I agree. And hey, with this series as well, I could see this series going to 7 games too. Colton Sissons with the puck in the Canucks end. Teddy Bluger gets the puck, flicks it up into the Nashville Predators zone. Phil DiGiuseppe just knocking over the player there. Who was that? Was it McDonough? Love to see that from PDG with a nice hit and stealing the puck. Quinn Hughes gathers the puck behind the Canucks zone. Hughes is getting a little tied up, actually. Hughes loses the puck. Nashville is now in possession, and it's turned over quickly. Connor Garland has the puck. Out here watching from Vietnam. That is incredible. Thanks so much for commenting that. We have people in Vietnam, South Korea, England, Costa Rica, Canada, United States. We have people all over watching this live stream. It's incredible. Thanks so much for jumping on. Really do appreciate it. Bradley's saying it's 2:20 a.m. for me, and I got to be up at 5 a.m. I mean, at this point, just don't go to sleep. Just run it right through the next day. Mike's saying I feel bad for Hellebuck. Did something happen, or you just feel bad that he's going to get peppered by the Avs? Pettersson gets knocked down and behind his own net. 20 seconds left to go in the period. Pettersson gets it to Miller. Miller's probably just going to fire the puck. Oh, Elias Pettersson up with the shot. Nice glove save by UC Saros. Love to see that from Pettersson, though. Love to see shots being fired on net. And that is icing. Looks like we're going to drop the puck for this next faceoff, and that's going to be it for the period. Canucks are up 2-0 in Game 3 of this Round 1 matchup between the Vancouver Canucks and the Nashville Predators. We have 3.5 seconds left in the second period. Icing calls. We have a faceoff in the Predators zone. You skipped my comments. I should be put in jail for this. Yeah, there we go. I got your comments. Sometimes the comments come in a little bit slow on my end, Andrew, and sometimes I'm just watching the game, so I might get to your comments a little bit slower, but I will get to them. Mike saying team didn't do anything at the trade deadline. Fair, but I will say for the Jets, I mean, the Jets did the Jets added Monahan, did they not, at the trade deadline? That was a fairly substantial acquisition. And then also earlier in the year, trading Pierre-Luc Dubois, that's ended up being a great trade for the Winnipeg Jets. Solid effort so far. Need to bring it home in a third. Don't let up. Don't sit on the lead. 2-0 lead, most dangerous lead in hockey. Yeah, I said it earlier, Jack, and 2-goal lead is the worst lead to have in hockey. Do they say that as often as they used to? I feel like growing up watching hockey, we'd hear that all the time. And Jack, we would joke about it all the time. But is that really a thing that people bring up that often anymore? I don't know. I could be wrong here. Fun point of discussion. Are the Stars absolutely cooked? Yeah, I expected a bit more from the Dallas Stars, to be quite honest. And I had them as one of my teams that could make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. They're down 2-0 against the Vegas Golden Knights. And I guess at the end of the day, the Golden Knights are reminding us why they're Stanley Cup champions. And why is that? They can circumvent the salary cap with players like Mark Stone coming in injured and magically being ready for Game 1 of the playoffs. So that's all you got to do, folks. That's all you got to do. Cook the books. But yeah, going back to the question, I think the Stars still have a chance. I think they're a good enough team that they have a chance, but they have to win this next game. If the Stars don't, consider them done. Yeah, Andrew's saying, yeah, come on, Stars. Caps are over tonight. Yeah, there's a Caps and Rangers game going on right now. Let me check this. Rangers are up 2-1 in that game, as I just lost all my scores. Lovely. Rangers are up 3-1. Rangers are up 3-1 with 10 minutes left in the third period in that game. So yeah, looks like the Rangers might be going up 3-0 in their series. Big shout out to the Canadian Heritage Moment. Commercials coming back. They're worse than ever, but God bless them. All right, folks, keep the comments rolling in. We only have the period's over, actually. So we're actually going to go to a break here in a second. Jack saying always on a serious decline. While I agree with that, at the end of the season, he played really well. He actually put up a lot of goals for the Caps, and it's renewed my faith in the possibility that he could beat Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal record, which is at 894. I think Ovi can still do it. I'm going to say Ovi's going to end up beating Gretzky's record. Ottinger will have to stand on his head. Absolutely, he will. It's kind of like Demko and the Canucks. Ottinger is one of the main pieces that keeps that Stars team alive. So if he's not playing well, the team's going to suffer. But if he can play well, they have a chance to beat anybody. And that's including the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Vegas Golden Knights. Ovi will beat the record. Yeah, I think he's going to beat the record, but folks, comment below. Do you think Ovechkin is going to beat Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal record of 894 goals? And hey, here's another one to add into that. Are there any other players in the league right now that you think could compete with that you think can get close to 894 by the end of their career? You look at Austin Matthews, he's putting up close to 70 goals this year. I mean, if he keeps up that pace, he could be up there with Ovechkin and Gretzky for the most goals. McDavid or Matthews will get close to 894. I can see it, especially with Austin Matthews. With McDavid, I can see it, but McDavid is more of an all-around player, I guess. He's going to get a lot more assists than goals. He's still going to put up a lot of goals, though. So if he's consistent and can play a long career, I think he can battle for that spot. But Austin Matthews putting up 60, 70 goals a year, again, that's going to give him a good shot at competing with that 894 record. All right, folks, I've been rambling on too much. It's the intermission. I need to grab some water. Make sure you stay on the live stream. Make sure you keep those comments rolling in. I'll get to every single comment when I get back after the break. It is 2-0 for the Vancouver Canucks over the Nashville Predators in Game 1 of this first round playoff series. Again, keep the live stream going. Keep the live chat going. And make sure you like the video as well. We will be back after this quick commercial break. All right, folks. Second intermission. Tight game, 2-0 for the Vancouver Canucks right now. And let's take a look at the comments section. Andrew saying I do, but Ovi is washed. Matthews has 69 goals over 70. So freaking close to make it. But hey, maybe he wanted to end it at 69. Nice. As a Bruins fan, hate to say Matthews has a good chance of beating the goal record. I agree, man. I think he has a good chance. Like saying, Andrew, can you name all 9 70 goal scorers? I'm going to see if I can do it. I don't think I can, actually. Did Ovechkin ever hit 70? I don't think Ovechkin even hit 70. So you got Gretzky. You got Teemu Selanne, who scored 76, I believe. Brett Hull, also with 70-something goals. Mike Bossy, I believe, might be in there. Maybe not. 70 goals. Who else could put up 70 goals in a season? Mario Lemieux, of course. How could I forget Lemieux? I'm not cheating here. Esposito also with 70 goals. With 76. Who are the others on that list? Let's take a look here. Sorry, Mike, I'm cheating for Andrew. Alexander McGillney, I should have known that. Former Vancouver Canuck. Teemu Selanne, I got that one. Brett Hull, I got that one. Mario Lemieux. Bernie Nichols, a very underrated 70-goal season and season overall, I guess. Or career overall. Wayne Gretzky, Yari Curry, of course, and Phil Esposito. Mike is asking who was the last to hit 70. That would have been, well, 2 players had 70 goals. Actually, 2 players had 76 goals, to be more precise, in the 92-93 season. That was Alexander McGillney for the Buffalo Sabres, and that was Teemu Selanne for the Winnipeg Jets. Both had 76 goals. In 91-92, Brett Hull had 70. In 90-91, Brett Hull, 86 goals. I don't know if we're going to see 86 goals in a season again, but if there is a player to do it, it's probably going to be Auston Matthews. All right, folks, as we're getting ready for the third period, keep your comments rolling in. It's been pretty incredible, actually, to see how far this live stream reaches. Like I said earlier, Vietnam. You got someone in Vietnam watching. South Korea. We got someone in South Korea watching. Alabama. We got someone in Alabama watching. Costa Rica, Ontario, Vancouver, Calgary, Stratford, Oakville, Edmonton. Got folks all over the place. It's incredible. So really appreciate all of you jumping on this live stream. Might go for a quick break before the next period starts, as I've just realized my cup of water, my glass of water is now empty. And the voice gets a little tired after doing these live streams. So I might go to a quick break before we start off the third period. Mike saying, let's go Canucks. Let's go Canucks, baby. I'm going to game 5 of this series, which is now confirmed. There will be a game 5, obviously. So very, very excited for that one. It'll be my first live NHL playoff game. So it's pretty exciting, actually. You know what? This is a great point, actually. Why don't you ask your production assistant to get you water? Can I get some water here? No? Okay. Production assistant has opted out of giving me water. I might opt out of keeping them employed. By the way, this Uber Eats Austin Matthews commercial is the most random thing I've seen. They do know their audience, though, as they're advertising Kraft Dinner and Heinz Ketchup, which, you know what? I'm actually getting pretty hungry, and a big bowl of KD, wink, wink, production assistant, would be great right now. All right, folks. I see people coming in, people coming out, but if you're new here, make sure you comment on the live stream. To be able to comment on the live stream, though, you have to subscribe to the channel. So do that first. Comment on the live stream. We have a great group of people here in the live chat. It's been a great conversation so far. And then lastly, like the video, as look at that. Water is being poured. A lemon wedge has been placed on the rim of the glass. Production assistant is just really going all out tonight. And I've also been given a box of KD. Best production assistant anybody could ask for. It is uncooked, but I did ask for a box of KD, which I have received. So there we go. I got my box of KD. A real Canadian classic. Real Canadian classic here. Mike is saying LOL, Rachel. Yeah, what can I say? Best production assistant in town. All right, folks. Now I don't have an excuse to take a commercial break before the next period. But that's okay, though. That's okay. We're happy to stay on with you folks. I think the third period should be starting up pretty soon, so we don't have too much time to kill here. But please keep those comments rolling in. And hey, also, if you have Twitter or X, give me a follow here. Here's my handle right here. Make sure you give me a follow on X. I will give you a follow back. It's a guarantee. All right, let's look at our stats after 40 as I'm watching the Sportsnet stream here. Ozone possession, 8 minutes for the Canucks, 11 minutes for the Preds. Hits are 18 Canucks, 21 for the Preds. Blocks, this is interesting. 16 blocks from the Vancouver Canucks and 10 from the Nashville Predators. Very different to what we saw in Game 2 of this series when Nashville was blocking what seemed to be every single shot coming towards UC Saros. So great to see that for the Vancouver Canucks. As we are getting started here, it looks for the third period. It looks like we're just under a minute or two from dropping the puck. Been a great game. Mike saying, why can't Tampa beat the Panthers? I think the Panthers are just such a good team, and I know the Lightning obviously are too, and they're probably one of the closest things that we have to a dynasty, I guess, in the last 10 years or so. I wouldn't call them a dynasty, but they're probably the closest thing. I just think that the Panthers this year are a better team. They're hungry. They want to get back to the finals. They, it hurts making it to the finals and not winning it. They're determined to get back there, and they're off to a great start. All right, folks. Third period has started. Only 9 shots for the Canucks through 2 periods, but they've been able to sink 2 of those for a 2-0 lead. Let's go. 19 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third period. Game 3, round 1, Vancouver Canucks, Nashville Predators. Nice glove save by Casey DeSmith. That's what we want to see from Casey DeSmith. All right, folks. Again, shots are 18-9 in favor of the Predators, but they have not been able to solve Casey DeSmith this game. Casey DeSmith has looked incredible. And really, I mean, like, we all laugh at Source for Sports for making that really cringy video. But it obviously worked. If it wasn't for them doing that video, we'd be down right now. Is that a penalty? No, it looks like just an offside call. 19:21 left in the third. Looks like Washington is done. Let me check the scoreboard for that game. 25 seconds left. It is 3-1 in favor of the Rangers. Yeah, it looks like Rangers are going to take that one. And yeah, surprised another series is at 3-0. I didn't expect to see that many series that were 3-0, like you said, Jack. So it is a little bit surprising. While I think the Panthers, JT Miller skating up the ice here, skating around the zone, around the net, rather. Besser steals the puck. Besser up with a shot, and he gets a stick tied up by, I believe, Philip Forsberg tied up Besser's stick there. As the puck goes back, Besser off the post, so close. Besser's another player that's looked a lot better in this game. Like I said before, I liked Elias Pettersson's game. I've liked JT Miller's game. You could argue that, out of the star players, maybe Hughes has had, I don't want to say the worst game, but he hasn't done anything spectacular, and he's been targeted, I'll say, by the Nashville players, as Quinn Hughes gets taken down once again by an obvious trip, no call on the play. But I don't know, what do you folks think? If you're watching the game right now alongside with me, do you think that Quinn Hughes is being targeted a little bit more? I think he is. I think they're trying to, be super physical on Quinn Hughes as Jankowski takes down a Canucks player in their zone. Preds have the puck in the neutral zone. Evangelista pokes the puck into the Canucks zone, and there's Nikita Zadorov to scoop up the puck. They're trying to take down Hughes for sure. Okay, so it's not just me that's seeing this. And again, anyone else that wants to comment, is this something that you've seen tonight? Especially compared to game 1 and 2. I feel like in game 1 and 2, this wasn't necessarily a factor where the Predators were dialing in on Quinn Hughes physically, but I feel like in this game 3, they've really been focused on putting on big hits in Quinn Hughes' way. As we had another view of that shot from Brock Besser just hitting the post. That was a close one. Rangers will need a rest before they play the Canes. The Canes are a really good team. I feel like the Hurricanes could be one of the teams that make it out of the Eastern Conference and make the finals. Rangers are a good team too. Panthers are a good team. Those are my 3, I think, to make the finals. All right, Connor Garland skating the puck, dumps it in the zone. Big hit from Lindholm, was it? You don't see Lindholm dishing out the hits that often, but there he was. And he's another player that's actually picked it up this playoff series, is Elias Lindholm. I know a lot of Canucks fans were worried about that coming into the series, how he hadn't been producing much, but he's actually looked pretty solid so far in the first 3 games of this series. A shot by DeSmith, and it's deflected off Cole, and DeSmith with a huge right pad save. Man, that is what you want to see from Casey DeSmith. Casey DeSmith has had an unbelievable game. Here's Miller with a shot and a nice save by UC Saros. What did I say at the start of the game? We're going to see a lot of JT Miller shots. And there is another one from JT Miller. Philip Hronek passing it off to Brock Besser. Besser back to Hughes. Hughes off the boards. Who comes up with the puck? Besser shoots the puck over the glass, but it's not in the defensive zone, so it is not a penalty. Mike saying, always take away the best player. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad strategy. It's something that we've seen before. Sup, guys? Big fan from Australia. I just subscribed. That's amazing. We are worldwide. on this live stream. Now we're in Australia. We have people in South Korea, Vietnam, United States, Canada, England, Costa Rica. We have people from all over. So thanks so much for jumping on. Are you Australian or are you from the States? And why did you pick Boston as your team? I'm just curious. And then Mike saying, what, not the Bruins? Listen, I think the Bruins have played really well. And I feel like they've exceeded expectations, at least mine. Nice save by DeSmith, blocker save as the Canucks clear the zone. I didn't think the Bruins were going to be as good as they've been this year. Do I think that they're going to be in the finals? No. Do I think they can maybe make the Eastern Conference Finals? Absolutely. But again, I'm going to stick with my 3 Eastern teams. That's the Panthers, Hurricanes, and Rangers. No worries, man. I'm born and raised Australian and a bit Irish. So maybe that's why you're going for the Boston connection there. A lot of Irish folks in Boston, from what I've heard. Oh, and here we go. Top 10 best Pokemon cards has donated 99 cents to the stream. Thank you so much, top 10 best Pokemon cards. But here's the question. What are the top 10 best Pokemon cards? We need to know now. Now that you've come in with a name like that, we need to know what the top 10 best Pokemon cards are. But again, thank you so much for donating to the stream. Really, really appreciate it. And John Kaiser jumping in saying Pokemon rules. Big Pokemon player there. Andrew saying Richard just ended. And like the Dropkick Murphys. There we go. Yeah, man. Seems like yours. LDM? What does LDM mean? I don't know. Maybe it was a typo. Oh, it's a close shot. Casey DeSmith again, standing tall in net. He's not letting anything through. He's looking confident. Dakota Joshua pulling up the puck in the offensive zone, but that is blown down offside. Going to the Islanders game, game 4 tomorrow. That should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm going to game 5 of this series, the Nashville Canucks series. Playoff hockey is just incredible. Always good to make it down to the arena. This will be my first time, but I can only assume that the atmosphere is going to be pretty wild. Oh, he says I don't mind the other teams. Fair enough. Number 1 is a holographic or hologram first edition Charizard. There we go. There's number 1 for you folks. Here come the Preds down the ice. Shot attempts, 47 for the Preds, 29 for the Canucks. Oh, Lauzon just loses the puck there. Some good defense by the Vancouver Canucks. Joshua clears the zone. 14 minutes left in the third period here. Didn't you go to the one where the Vancouver started to riot? I didn't actually go. I didn't have tickets to the game. I didn't actually go in the arena and watch the game. So I'm not going to count that as going to a playoff game. But I was in downtown Vancouver when the riot started and got out of there pretty quickly. Andrew saying, you are Dylan Kaiser or someone else. Hey, my hands are up here. I'm not commenting. Oh, and here we go with with another donation, $2.79, so you can buy milk and butter for your KD. So if I buy the milk and butter, the production assistant will put it all together for me. Is that how this works? No, absolutely not. Well, anyways, big shout out, $2.79. I mean, I don't know if I can get milk and butter. Maybe just milk. Probably not even milk. Maybe butter. We're going to the food bank to get this stuff, I guess. The $2.79 will pay for the bus down there. Andrew saying, I'm sorry to say it. No, don't apologize. You're all good. Mike saying all props to DeSmith. DeSmith has looked solid this game. I'm really happy that he's picked it up. He's looking a lot more confident in the net. And again, I mean, if the Canucks are going to win this series, he's going to have to play like this. DeSmith is going to have to be a solid goaltender, and that's what he's playing like right now. So I think the Vancouver Canucks still have a chance in this series, even though Thatcher Demko has been knocked out by injury. John saying, I think Hughes has a big target on his back for this game. We were talking about that earlier. I don't know if you missed it, but yeah, I mentioned that it felt like the Predators players are really dialed in physically on Quinn Hughes and making sure they finish their checks on Quinn Hughes. You know, being a smaller defenseman, they might be trying to take advantage of that. And also, you know, he's such an offensive threat. If you can punish him physically and maybe take him out of some plays, that's what you got to do if you're the Preds. And I think that is what is happening tonight. Pokemon, do you like the Islanders or the Canes? Well, I don't know what Pokemon thinks, but I'm gonna go with the Canes. I'm a big supporter of the Canes. I think they have a really solid team, and I think, like I said before, I think they have a chance at maybe coming out of the Eastern Conference. As they show a replay of that most recent play with Casey DeSmith, man, he's looked good. He's looked really solid. He's looked a lot more comfortable in net than the last game. And that's all you could hope for as a Vancouver Canucks fan. So big shout out to Casey DeSmith. Again, we got the donations coming in. We had $2.79, and then we had a 99-cent donation. So big shout out. Maybe with the 99 cents and the $2.79 combined, maybe we can buy the milk for the craft dinner. No, still not. Okay. I forgot that we live in Vancouver, where everything is extremely expensive. All right, folks, we're back at it. 14 minutes left in this third period. Again, look at the shots. 21 for the Preds and only 10 shots for the Vancouver Canucks. But what really matters is those 2 goals. Hey, I'm shipping up to Boston. Thanks so much for jumping on. Thanks for subscribing. Really do appreciate it. There will be more watch parties, all playoffs on this channel. So make sure you jump back in and join the conversation. But again, thanks so much for jumping on all the way from Australia. I can charge my car for 5 minutes for $3.89. That's true. I can almost get a full charge. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. 13 minutes left in this period. O'Reilly got dumped in the Vancouver Canucks end, and the crowd is not happy. They're looking for a penalty. You know, there's a lot of penalties in that first period, and it's slowed down here in the third. They seem to be putting the whistles away for this third period as Niels Hoglander behind the net puts it back up to the point. Hronek to Hughes. Hughes with the wrist shot. No Canuck in the center to get that rebound, so the puck was flicked out of the zone. As Quinn Hughes recovers and passes off to Hronek. Hughes starts with the breakout, spins around, killing some more time. It looks like there might be a line change for the Vancouver Canucks as Bluger comes out with Lafferty, and that is offside. Bluger, Lafferty, and Phil DiGiuseppe are your fourth line for the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah, having this KD next to me is not good. I'm starting to get more hungry every minute that goes by, and I really want some KD right now. But we'll figure out something. We'll figure out something after the game. 12 minutes, 23 seconds left in this period. I mean, I was going to say left in this game, but you never know. The Preds could come back, and they could force overtime. They're really pressing right now. I will say they have a lot of shot attempts. They have double the shots of the Vancouver Canucks, and they're applying the pressure here midway through the third period. Is Sam Lafferty with a nice clear out of the zone. Just not enough for icing. Beautiful clear by Sam Lafferty. Evangelista now into the zone. Tied up behind the net. You got Quinn Hughes in behind the net with Hronik. Mike saying, is it white cheddar, Katie? No, this is original. This is original. Although I do appreciate the white cheddar. Don't get me wrong. Solid choice. Shot by JT Miller or Connor Garland. Apologies. Puck is going the other way. Quinn Hughes cycles it back to Nikita Zadorov. So he moves the puck up the ice. Is that icing? Nope. No icing on that play. Puck is in the Nashville Predators zone. Elias Pettersson going in the corner for the puck. Again, I have... Oh, what's happening here? Rick Tockett's laughing. So you know something bad happened. So Brock Besser's getting a penalty here. Let's see what the call is. Let's see what this call is. Where's the call? I didn't see the call there. Well, what's this call? Oh, that's a weak call. They just showed the replay. That's a weak call. Brock Besser's going off for tripping. Nashville on the power. Yeah, Preds on the power play again. Let's see if the Vancouver Canucks can kill off another power play. Penalty kill's been good. Penalty kill has been good. Mike saying having a DQ Blizzard. Mike, what's your go-to DQ Blizzard flavor? I want to know what's your top flavor for DQ Blizzards, because I love myself a good DQ Blizzard. All right, folks, 10 minutes, 53 seconds left in the third period. 2 minutes on the clock for Nashville's power play. Looks like Carson Soucy dumps the puck out of the zone. Nashville recovers the puck, and they're skating up the ice to set up. Not a super clean entry to the zone. All right, let's see. Preds are getting set up. Forsberg's at the point with Roman Josi, I would assume. You got O'Reilly in front of the net, and the puck just squeaks out of the zone back into the Predators' end, and they have to recover and bring it back up the ice. Gustav Nyquist with some nice moves on Phil DiGiuseppe. Looks like DiGiuseppe and Joshua out there is for the Canucks penalty killers. Oh, and a nice shot from O'Reilly and a beautiful save from Casey DeSmith. And there we go. It looks like Phil DiGiuseppe gets the puck out of the end. Hello, Hockey from Home. Mike says Turtle and Score are his top DQ Blizzard picks. Interesting choice. I mean, I don't think I've tried the Score one. But I can imagine Score is pretty solid. Rachel saying Rolo. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's another penalty. A delay of game penalties. Nikita Zadorov, was it? Clears the puck. And it goes over the boards. Oh, it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Predators. This is the Predators' chance to get back in this game. Nice save by Casey DeSmith, showing the rebound. Rachel saying we're done. Oh, Nikita Zadorov. That's a tough one. Yeah, I feel bad for him. Hockey from Home saying Oreo and birthday cake is my top DQ Blizzards. Can never go wrong with an Oreo Blizzard. You really can't. I personally, when they have it, the drumstick Blizzard is up there. I'm getting a thumbs up from my production assistant. Yeah, I'd say the drumstick Blizzard. What's my other go-to Blizzard? The strawberry chocolate strawberry blizzard. If you haven't tried it yet, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor and try it. And seasonally, the s'more blizzard takes the cake. That's the best. Rachel, very confident, saying we're done. It's over. All right, so we got Myers, Bluger. Oh, and O'Reilly puts it over the net. He had an open net, and he put it right over. Whew. 9 seconds left in the two-man advantage. Wow, let's take a look at this replay. Shot blocked by Cole, and then Cole gets the stick and deflects that puck out of the zone. Great defensive play by Ian Cole. That's why the Canucks brought in a player like that, to battle it out in the playoffs. This guy knows exactly what it takes to win a Stanley Cup and to win a playoff series. Great play by Ian Cole. First penalty's over. Brock Besser's back on the ice. I imagine he's going to go off for a change pretty quick. Not your typical penalty kill player. Minute 25 seconds left in the Preds power play. Lindholm gets the puck out of the zone. John saying not going to happen. Mike saying, is there a Black Forest one? No. Like raspberry chocolate? Is that what that means? Cherry chocolate. No, I don't think there is. Wow, what a chance. What a chance by O'Reilly. Just over the net, man. He's got to be kicking himself. So now there is a face-off at center ice, minute 12 left in the power play. Block shots, Canucks 24, Preds 11. Canucks have really been putting bodies in front of the Predators' shots, and that could be one of the big differences in this game compared to game 2. 55 seconds left in the power play. Preds are setting up. Evangelista with the puck, back to the point. To Novak, back to Evangelista with the shot. To Smith with the save. And the Canucks clear it out of the zone. So sad. Yeah, so sad. I mean, hey, they might come out with that flavor. Who knows? They always bring out a few every year, even if they're just seasonal. All right, drop pass for the Preds as they enter the zone with 20 seconds left in the power play. Canucks clear the zone once again. The Canucks penalty kill has been solid today. If their penalty kill can play like this all series, the Canucks have a really good chance. And also their power play. I mean, they got a power play goal tonight. So overall, the special teams for the Vancouver Canucks are actually looking really good. Zadorov is up in the offensive zone, getting mixed up. He's out of the box. It is back to full strength now. 7 minutes left in this third period. At what point, comment, at what time do the Predators pull the goalie? 2 minutes left? 3 minutes left? Are they going to risk it all and pull the goalie with 4 minutes left? Let me know what you think below in the comment section. Miss Kit Kat Blizzards, absolutely. Yeah, story of the night has been special teams. Rachel says 3 minutes left and they pull Saros. Down by 2. You haven't been able to generate a lot of offense. I think 3 minutes is pretty reasonable. That gives you a chance to score 2 goals. Anything north of 3 minutes might be a little bit much. Hockey from Home says 4 minutes. So Hockey from Home thinks that the Preds and Andrew Burnett are going to get are going to risk it, and they're going to pull the goalie with 4 minutes left. You know, at that point, if you feel like you can't generate the offense, you might as well get the extra player out there on the ice. If they pull them, we get an empty net goal. Watch. let's hope it's a Pedersen empty net goal. Get the confidence back up a little bit. Or Dakota Joshua. That's another. You know what? Dakota Joshua deserves it after this game. He's been throwing out the hits. He's been blocking shots. He's been doing everything. So that would be a great one. Mike said the Canucks will move on to 30. John saying 2 minutes is when they pull the goalie. So a little bit more conservative. I think if they were down by 1 goal, I think you'd be right at the 2-minute mark. But also consider this. If the Preds can't get possession, let's say there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Canucks have possession. Preds can't get the puck. They only get the puck at the 2-minute mark. And that's when they pull their goalie. I could see that happening. I could really see that happening. Connor saying, almost had my head in my hands after Big Z hit that puck over the glass. Thank God the Preds can't seem to score. Thank God for our good penalty kill. And yeah, that was a tough one to watch. I've loved Big Z, honestly, so far for the Vancouver Canucks. So that was a tough one to see. But yeah, great penalty killing from the Vancouver Canucks. Is John your brother? And then John says, no, just a fan. So there you go. The last name is just a big coincidence. Very common last name. All right. 6 minutes now left in the third period. Canucks are up 2-0. Let's see if the Preds can apply some pressure here and make this a close game. Thought John is Dylan's brother. No, I mean, can't blame you for thinking that with the similar last name. Oh my God. Oh, no icing on that call. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. 23 shots for the Preds, 11 for the Canucks. O'Reilly through center. Nyquist with the puck along the boards. Canucks put it on the pressure. Quinn Hughes not letting up. Ooh, a tip shot. And DeSmith able to smother it up for the face-off. So we will be having a face-off in the Vancouver Canucks end. 5 minutes, 13 seconds left in this third period. Yeah, Luke Shen with the point shot. O'Reilly with a nice tip. Who's right there, though? Casey DeSmith with a beautiful save. I bet Shorthouse says 4:20 left in the third. It would be classic Shorthouse. One of the best play-by-play announcers in the league, in my opinion. Slightly biased opinion, but I'm going to stick with it. All right, let's see if Canucks can protect this 2-0 lead. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. At this point, it looks like the Preds are just firing everything on net. Oh, DeSmith with a tricky bounce there, but DeSmith able to cover it up. Beautiful. All right, it looks like they're going to commercial break. It's been a great game so far, and hey, big shout out to everybody commenting in the live chat. Actually, there's a comment here that I'm going to get to in a second that's super important. But first, I retract all my DeSmith hate. He really did lock in. DeSmith has been fantastic for the Canucks, and I'm actually mad at myself for not mentioning this at the start of the stream or earlier in the stream, but RIP Bob Cole. Bob Cole, absolute legend, the legend in in hockey broadcasting in Canada. Started broadcasting in 1969, and he was broadcasting all the way up into the mid 2000s. For me, hearing Bob Cole's voice, meant the playoffs were here. That's where I knew Bob Cole from, was calling the playoff games, not necessarily Canucks games, but other series that were going on. When you heard Bob Cole's voice, you knew it was playoff time, and it just felt a little bit different. But yeah, rest in peace, Bob Cole. An absolute legend in the hockey community, and to Canada overall. He was the voice for hockey for a lot of years. And I think the hockey community is going to miss Bob Cole. Absolute legend. Thanks for the comment, Mike. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Connor saying I got to ask you a serious question. Thatcher who? Yeah, DeSmith has been playing like he's Thatcher Demko. Just been standing on his head tonight. He's got to feel good after this performance. The confidence, you got to assume, is sky high for DeSmith after this game. But game's not over. Still 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this game. All right, 4.5 minutes left to go. Shot on net. DeSmith clears it out. And I think that he angled that over the boards. Maybe they pull Saros at 4 minutes. Well, we're at 4 minutes, 17 seconds. And it looks like the faceoff is going to be in the Canucks zone. So it'll be interesting to see if they pull the trigger and go and pull UC Saros with just over 4 minutes left to go. All right, puck is dropped. There's the face-off. All right, 4 minutes left. Pettersson with the puck. Oh, he just shot was blocked. Mikheyev gets dumped to the corner. Canucks with possession, though. And this is what I was saying. If the Canucks get possession and they hold on to it at that three-minute mark, it might be tough for the Preds to pull Saros any sooner, as the Canucks still have possession right now at 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this third period. As they dump the puck in, JT Miller there on the forecheck, along with Brock Besser, just misses the puck. Oh, and here's Miller with the shot and a beautiful glove save by UC Saros. What a save by UC Saros. All right, face off in the Nashville zone. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left. Preds in the offensive zone. 3 minutes, 15 left. With the shot, and they score. Evangelista with the goal. It is now 2-1, folks. It is now 2-1. This is a close one. This is a close game. It is 2-1 for the Vancouver Canucks. Nashville Predators just putting one up on the board, just like John says, they just scored. Let's take another look at this one. Evangelista just had too much time in the slot there and put away a beautiful goal. How typical would it be to blow a 2-0 lead in the last 3 minutes? I sincerely hope that is not the case. Tough one if you're a Canucks fan. John saying, unfortunately, that would be typical. Yeah, it would be. But let's see. I mean, let's not say it's typical, because this is a new Canucks team. This is a year where things have gone right for us. Let's look at the positives of this Canucks team, and let's hope they can shut it down here defensively, because they have some work ahead of them. The Preds are going to come at them hot for a solid 3 minutes, and let's watch UC Saros to see if he comes off the ice to give the Preds an advantage. All right, Predators moving up. They dump the puck in the zone. Casey DeSmith out of his net. Carson Soucy off the boards with a weak clearing attempt by Carson Soucy. The Preds now have the puck back to the point. This is getting intense, folks. This is getting really intense. O'Reilly throws one across off a stick, and it rolls around back to center ice. McDonough to Forsberg. Forsberg with a shot. DeSmith the save, and they clear it. And they come out. UC Saros still in the net. Still in the net with 2:10 left. That's an icing call, though. You got to imagine they're pulling UC Saros now. With 2 minutes left, you have an offensive zone draw, off an icing. I think you gotta. I think you gotta pull the goalie at this point. It'll be interesting to see if they do. I see some new viewers coming in. Thanks so much for joining the live stream. Comment in the live chat, get into the conversation. Let me know, do you think the Preds are going to come back in this game? And give your series predictions for the Vancouver Canucks and Nashville Predators. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to keep them out. It's going to be an intense 2 minutes here as the Predators have called their timeout. Look at the shots. Again, I've brought it up 1,000 times this stream. 29 shots for the Preds, only 12 shots through 3 periods for the Vancouver Canucks, but they're still up 2-1. Okay, UC Saros is back in his net. I'm assuming if the Preds win the faceoff here and they get possession, UC Saros is coming out of the net. I thought maybe they pull him right now. They're going to take a little more cautious approach to how they're going to handle this last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. But it's going to be intense, folks. Dan the man is in the building, watching all the way from the Philippines. Dan, I've missed you, buddy. I've missed you. Good to see you back here. All the way from the Philippines. Dan, you are the man. Whenever I get a game day Big Mac, I always think of Dan the man, because Dan the man was a champion of the game day Big Macs. That goes back a couple seasons. All right, Evangelista up in the zone. DeSmith stops the puck, covers it with his glove, and we have another whistle. Hey, playoff beard. You got to rock the playoff beard. Canucks are still in it, so it's still going to grow. Again, we have a lot of people joining in here at the last minute. Thank you so much for jumping in the stream. Comment below if you think the Preds are going to come back in this game. Comment your series predictions and comment your Stanley Cup predictions. And hey, we also love to do this. Comment where you're watching this game from. We have people watching this stream from the Philippines, Vietnam, South Korea, England, Australia, Alabama, Costa Rica, Ontario, Vancouver. We have people all over. So jump in, comment where you're watching this game from. All right, minute 40 left. Back to the point. Forsberg with the shot. Casey DeSmith with the save. There's a scramble in front. Casey DeSmith is laying on his belly. Oh my God. Somehow the puck stays out of the net. This is intense, folks. This is intense. Preds are passing the puck back and forth at the point. Back to Yossi. He's going for a shot. Doesn't take the shot. Minute 15. Yossi at the point, getting ready to load up a shot. Nope, back to O'Reilly. Back to Yossi with a shot. Tyler Myers gathers the puck. They can't get it out of the zone. Oh, it's a hand pass, they're calling it. Whew. This is an intense last minute here, folks. I don't know. Let's watch the replay of what happened with that scramble. DeSmith makes the save. There's about 6 players digging for the puck. A nice block by JT Miller, just kicks his leg back, and he's able to block that shot. Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. It's a nail biter. It really is. Subscribe to the THBN channel. Absolutely. Thanks, Dan, for that shout out. Yeah, subscribe to the channel for more hockey content, more watch parties all playoffs long. Minute and 2 seconds left. The draw is just outside of the Vancouver Canucks zone. UC Saros is ready to come off the ice once again. This is what playoff hockey is about. A 1-goal game, a minute left. Oh, Brock Besser is able to dump the puck in the Pred zone, forcing UC Saros to stay in the net. Yossi drop pass. All right, UC Saros is he wanted to go to the bench, but he looks like he's turned around. All right, it looks like the Preds are making a push. No, I thought that was offside. Forsberg the pass over. Oh, and Yossi with the shot, and it's blocked by Teddy Bluger. What a block by Bluger. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds. Again, what a shot block by Teddy Bluger. That's playoff hockey. That's what you need. All right, the Preds try and send it across. They can't do it. Brock Besser tying up. Nyquist with a short side shot that ricochets all the way to the end. And there we go. Whew, Canucks fans. Take a breath. We did it. We won game 3. Canucks are up 2-1 in this series now. Vancouver Canucks winning this one 2-1. Again, great effort by Teddy Bluger there at the end, making the save. Nevia saying, I'm a Flyers fan, but I just stopped to check the vibes. I'm in southern New Jersey, 2 minutes away from the Wells Fargo Center and Lincoln Financial. That's incredible, man. Thank you so much for jumping on. Really do appreciate it. Too bad the Flyers couldn't squeak into the playoffs. They were so close. They had such a good start, a good, 3/4 of the season, and it just kind of fell apart at the end there. But hey, thanks so much for jumping on. Connor saying, let's freaking go. Let's go, baby. That's the final score. Canucks fans, make some noise. KJ saying good game. Hey, appreciate you jumping in, KJ. Always nice to have Preds fans jumping in here as well. What a game, though. DeSmith just really came through for the Vancouver Canucks. I mean, what a game by DeSmith. Incredible. Hey, Mike, thank you. Thanks for jumping on, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. Nevis, no problem. They didn't deserve it. Yeah, fair enough. Connor saying, now win the next one, and then it's back to Rogers Arena. Hell yeah. Harley, thanks so much for the comment. Badly outshot, but they pulled it out. They really did. And you know what, Jack? The shot blocking. That was the difference for me, the shot blocking. Last game, Canucks had more shots. Canucks had more quote-unquote chances, but the Preds won. And you know why? Because they were blocking shots. Look at this game. Canucks won this game. Didn't get nearly as many shot attempts, but they were blocking those shots. And that's really what made the difference. Dan said, Dylan got me a shirt, Canucks, and a hat too. Canucks will go all the way from the finals. I believe them. There we go. Hey, supporting Canucks colors in the Philippines. That's incredible. Thanks, buddy. Good broadcast. Thanks for jumping in the live chat. Even though we are not brothers, I appreciate you jumping in the live chat. As some people mistaken us in this live stream. Arlie saying, I'm a Preds fan. Hey, the Preds have been solid. They still have a chance in this series. It's only 2-1. It's really it could go either way at this point. Thanks, Dan. Andrew's pumped. Andrew's going for the Canucks as well. There we go. All right, folks. I feel like it's almost time to make some KD. I don't actually think we're making KD tonight, but close enough. Andrew, yeah, let's go. Hey, Andrew, have a great night, buddy. Thanks so much, as always, for jumping on the live stream. Really do appreciate it. All the new subscribers tonight, really appreciate you checking out the channel, subscribing to the channel, and commenting in the live stream. And everybody that gave a like, gave the thumbs up down below, really do appreciate it. You are a Vancouver fan. You think I'm a Vancouver fan? Absolutely, I'm a Vancouver fan. Harley saying, hey, 2 days still in Nashville. Hey, game 2 or game 4 is in Nashville. They're at home. Still a chance that they can win it. Yeah, Dan, I should have gotten a game day Big Mac. I really should have gotten a game day Big Mac. That's on me. Next game, I'll make sure to do it. 2 games away from the series win. We've got this. Hell yeah, Connor. I'm hoping that when I go to Game 5 in Vancouver, that we could seal up the series win. What an atmosphere! What an atmosphere that would be in Rogers Arena and downtown Vancouver. It would be incredible. But you know what? Everybody, big shout out to everybody jumping in the live stream. I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's been a fun game. So Dan, thanks so much. Connor, Harley Quinn, Andrew, Jack, John, Nevius, if I'm saying it right, Mike LaBelle, thanks so much for jumping on as well. KJ, really appreciate you. And everyone else that's jumped in the live stream. Rachel, who else was in the comment section? We had some people earlier on, but I appreciate you, all of you, jumping on and supporting this live stream. Thank you for all the likes and subscribe to THPN. Absolutely. Nashville will go home mad tonight. More than likely. All right, folks, that's about it. I'm hitting the 3-hour mark on this live stream, so I think it's time to end it. I think it's time to have some dinner. I am Dylan Kaiser. That is correct. On that note, let's end it off. Looking forward to the next game. Should be a fun one. This series has been a lot of fun. Connor, appreciate you, buddy. Have a good night, Mr. Richmond. I keep saying Richmond. You're in Richmond, right? I think I could be mistaken there, but I think you're in Richmond. But again, thanks to everybody. Dad's saying it's 10:30 a.m. there. You still got the whole day ahead of you. You look so different. I mean, I think it's just I'm doing the stream from my couch right now, so a different camera, different angle. Got the sun on me. I'm wearing a hat. It's a little bit different. It's a little different. I am very happy, Danelle. Very happy about that win for the Vancouver Canucks. Great effort by them. You look at the shot totals. Nashville was really peppering Casey DeSmith, but he stood tall. Oh, yeah, Dan used to live in Richmond as well. That's right. So, Dan, are you permanent in the Philippines? I mean, whatever. We'll talk about it on the next stream. I got to end this stream here. But again, Danelle, Connor, Dan, Andrew, Harley, everybody that's jumped in the live stream, really do appreciate it. Make sure you stay tuned on the THPN YouTube channel. We have new streams coming out every day during the playoffs. I will be doing more Canucks live streams, especially if they make it to round 2. And that's about it, folks. That's it for tonight's live stream. Again, thanks so much for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Big shout out to all the new subscribers. And go Canucks, go.
Say something.